Yeah, so now that we're all caught up, the bracers basically they give you advantage just as a flat bonus, advantage on dexterity and charisma checks and saves.
Checks?
Only on checks, actually, not saves.
Intimidation time.
Yeah, so charisma check.
So
Pretty
just
good,
all
pretty good item.
times, like all the time.
Yep.
So if I try to intimidate somebody, I will just have advantage no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll add
Oh,
a bit of flavor to it in a sec.
oh.
Do gotta
Okay.
consider they can only attune to 3 items, though. I don't
Yeah.
know if it requires attunement,
Yeah,
but
you're
yeah.
yeah, it does require attunement.
So I'm
So you're
attuned to my
probably
Shiver Quartz Shield, my Warhammer, and then the Bracer,
okay. So you unattune from
the Cloak.
yeah. So we're
Because I
gonna
was only attuned to that because I promised Trislane something. I'll hold on to it in case I need it for
yeah.
something, but this Bracer is pretty bitchin'. Drislane's
So
dead
before we
dad's
go ahead and
Bracer.
start the session, I'm gonna update you all on a situation. So next session is still on Friday, I think. It's up to you guys how you want to do it. So the first way we could take this is Wolfsbane just misses a session, and we play a one shot with 3 players.
I mean,
Another what?
I was gonna say that I don't know, because like you guys are cool, but I don't know if I'd want to do one shot because I've been like doing quite a few one shots. I'm just like, eh.
I wouldn't mind if we just took a gap week. I did get scheduled till midnight, and honestly, I'm so tired. I fucking hate working Fridays.
Okay, yeah, that works, I guess. So we can just miss this week or this coming week, and then pick back up next week. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So the goals for this session.
Goals and music.
Sorry, haven't really looked at everyone's goals yet. So I'm getting acclimated currently.
Goals.
Football.
I gotta roll for Destiny point.
Oh, so do I actually. Now I think about it.
12.
Actually,
I'll take
never.
it.
I can roll for them, but I can't get any more.
You wanna roll and then give
Nope,
me
I
extra?
just gave DM 2 points.
Well,
You're welcome, DM.
Hey, good job, Theta. Big roll over here.
I need it. I need them. I need them.
Sorry, Brett, what were you saying before about something?
I was gonna say if you get Destiny points, you could just like give them to me.
You know, it could be useful for something else. No, I actually have to
Sorry, just looking at goals.
Goals.
Theta, your goals are a little confusing. But there's 2 sets of. I mean, they're both the same. So
The goals.
Those
have
are your
not
goals?
changed
okay.
For a while.
All right. Yep. All right. And then
I stopped keeping track of what day they were because they were to like a month's worth of goaling.
yeah. All right. So, Reva, you have 1 private
Yes.
goal and then 2 public goals. Care to read?
No, that's 2
Oh, 2
private, 1
goals.
public.
Yep. Sorry, just saw that.
Third goal, since it's public, being train Mirka to survive during battle.
Okay. Theta's goals are the same.
All 3 of them are private. They're all private.
You sure?
Yep.
Okay.
Nobody can know.
I wonder. I
Hmm.
believe, Rosetta, your goals haven't been updated, or at least I'm not sure. I have to
Sorry,
check.
I'm like in the middle of updating them. I had to quickly feel sick and leave, but I am back. Yeah.
Okay. And then we'll spin. You wanna read your goals out?
Yeah. Okay. Collect loot from the vault. Fuck the rebels. My money, bitch.
Really, even though you didn't help them at all.
I don't care. I'm taller than them. Technically private one, so your characters don't know it. They're in the dark. Is learn the way of the starry portal path. Gotta figure out how to do that. And then the third one is one I've had benched for a long ass fucking time. Claim the Black Knight bounty.
Okay. And that just leaves Rosetta's unupdated goals currently. But the other thing is,
Private.
after the goal, or after the, like, what do you call it, next gap week, we're probably gonna be switching over to Foundry. This is mainly just to make it easier on me, so I don't have to update a whole bunch of shit. And, I mean, it's a bit of a growing pain at first, but I think in the long run it's definitely gonna be for the best. Everything I've experienced has been a lot more comfortable on Foundry. I think it'll be, more intuitive, and the importing functions are so much better there. It just... Thoughts? Anyone?
Cool with me.
It's pretty easy to figure out. After, like, the first session, I think it will run just as smoothly, if not smoother, than running on Roll20. After we get everything on the up. And, of course, that'll, I'm sure, have a whole slew of different problems, but we'll figure it out. But it's... Yeah, that's planned for next session, then. I'm sure things are going to be fun at first. I did set up the port forwarding and everything, but yeah, it'll be okay, I think. I don't like proceeding until we get the goals. So how was everyone's week? Yeah?
Think that's how that's going.
Yeah.
Nice, thank you for sharing, Six.
Mine isn't that. It's more like a.
I think I got a job, so I'm pretty excited about that. And I'm not being scared, at least for now. As far as I know, because I don't have an official schedule yet. That I'm not doing that I'm not on Fridays. So there we go.
Well, okay then. Next
No idea if that works.
next Friday's on Christmas Eve. So we're gonna be playing on Christmas Eve.
Wait, next Friday is Wait, no, it's not. Next,
Not,
right?
well, this coming Friday is 17th, and then the one after that's the 24th.
Oh shit! Fuck! I'm not nowhere close to being prepared for Christmas.
Christmas
Well,
time.
I need to find
better
an
get
easy
prepared.
recipe that I can like fucking mass batch a bunch of baking for people because people aren't getting presents this year.
Oh shit! I think since I might not be able to play that Friday either, because since it's Christmas Eve, I'm probably gonna be doing stuff.
Probably might have to wait until January, maybe until like the holidays are over.
We might, because the Friday after that is New Year's Eve.
Oh my god. Oh.
Ah,
Well, shit.
oh shit!
Guess
Yay!
So literally,
guess
it's
we're done.
Spider-Man
Guess
No Way
guess
Home,
what? Guess it's
Christmas
over.
Eve, New Year's Eve.
We're done. Wrap it up, guys. We're done. We're session. The fucking campaign's done. We quit.
I mean, you kind of had to expect this, DM. It's on a Friday. The holidays are coming up. I'm sorry, DM, but like,
I mean,
I knew it was coming.
we'll talk about scheduling or whatever whenever it comes up. We know we have to miss next week because no one wants to play, but maybe we could reschedule it like a Sunday or something, or whatever day works for everyone else.
Probably not Sunday. I've got another game that day.
Which Sunday? The Sunday after Christmas Eve?
Well, Saturday maybe. I don't know. Well,
Saturday
Saturday
is
the
Christmas.
Christmas, yeah. So
I will send
I
you
know
my entire
Sunday-
schedule.
I'm not gonna be home. Christmas Eve, Christmas, I'll be doing stuff here at home, and then Sunday I'll also not be here because I'll be celebrating Christmas with somebody else. So the entire weekend I won't be
Right.
available.
cool. So basically, I'm gonna delete the campaign. We're all in agreement. All right.
This is an extreme reaction to the existence of Christmas.
Christmas needs to get the fuck down. All right. We're trying to play Dungeons and Dragons here. What level is
We'll have a
everyone?
Christmas special. Let's have a Christmas special one shot.
Enough to rip you asunder.
Feta, you're 9 now, yeah?
I'm this many.
Cool.
You didn't
Reva
have a
is
single
also
good
9.
fucking donut? What the hell? I have to eat these disgusting ones? Oh.
So Theta's 9
Sad.
now.
Wow. Happy birthdays.
Congratulations on your 9th birthday. And I believe Wolfsbane leveled up last session, right?
I did.
We're all level 9.
Perfect. Rosetta, are your goals done yet?
Yeah, I don't know if it works. Because I have no idea where the fuck Rosetta's going. So, yeah.
Sure. Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Difficulty might be challenging to
Whoa.
like figure out, but
That's fine. If it's an easy goal, it's fine.
yeah.
If I do something cool, make it difficult, that's fine too. But yeah, it's. I didn't know what to do because I always put busk some tunes, but I feel like you're sick and tired of that goal up there.
Am I? I think you only did it like once, twice maybe.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I mean, this is not quite the good setting to busk some tunes.
Yeah, you're traveling the wintry wastes of northwestern Arcage.
And everyone's fucking dead.
Goodness.
Yep, courtesy of Reva.
Do I have a song for like practically teabagging all over the dead? I don't know.
Excuse me.
I think you should have
Nothing.
less songs.
What?
So,
You're welcome. I gave you a destiny point because I already have 2 that I haven't used for the past 3 sessions.
Alright, so my destiny points are full. Thank goodness. It's a Christmas
Mhm.
miracle.
Even though it's not
That's my Christmas present to you.
That's my reward for missing 4 sessions or 3 sessions in a row coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Exactly. Should be good.
So, let's go. The camera fades in to an unfamiliar place. The fields are green and yellow with grain. The wind's blowing northeasterly, There's a bit of a chill in the air. You see you're looking at a small windmill. Seems to be on the coast, perhaps. There's a couple people working the field. Men, women. A couple of them have children. All of a sudden you hear a sort of rhythmic thumping. It gets louder as it approaches the camera, and you realize that you're standing on a road. The people around you are working a field next to the road. The camera pans over to look down the road further. You see line upon line of men and women. Hard to tell, really, because they're clad in variations of armor. Plate, leather, you name it, they're there. Some have spears, some have swords. But all of them are unified. Marching forward at a very steady pace. They get closer to the camera until you're forced in between the line of soldiers and pass. As they pass, you're squeezed in the middle of the two lines of soldiers, about 4 on each side, until in the distance, past the shoulders of men and women in armor, you see a black shape growing closer towards you. And closer, until you realize that it's some sort of furry creature. You look a little bit up, and you realize it's a horse. A black horse. On it is a man, mounted. He has a cane resting on his foot, and a open-faced visor, with a dark plumage coming out of the top of his helmet. He seems to be marching forward at a very steady pace. As the horse approaches the camera, and the camera loses everything else but the horse, the camera fades into darkness. And then it pops back in. We're looking at 2 people in a circular paved area. There seems to be like rubble of a stone variety on the ground, and above it you see familiar figures. A halfling and, well, I guess you could call him an elf, but I don't know what they are. What are you guys doing in the middle of Crystal Drift?
Guys, what are we doing in the middle of Crystal Drift?
Taking in the sights of all this blood and carnage that's spread all over. And trying to enjoy it, I think.
So,
I don't know.
the halfling figure has just woken up from a fainting spell.
Oh shit, I totally forgot.
Yeah.
When did we do that?
You're dusting yourself off. You're in the process of getting up. You had just seen Rosetta fall to the ground fainting, and Rosetta experienced a vision in this time.
Yeah, so I think we're just basking in the sights.
Huh. And then I shall bask.
Wait. Reva, why were you not in the caves with us?
Riva's currently walking back with Wolfsbane. They
Wait.
seem to be approaching. They're coming over a bridge. This might
Oh,
help.
I see. I understand the sights now. Okay.
Yeah. So you're currently, you're right over the bridge now, and everyone is currently at the center circle.
Sorry, wait, what did Rosetta say again?
Nothing apparently.
Well, no, you were waking up, and you could speak now. You aren't incapacitated or
I-
anything.
Yeah,
I think
but I
DM
did
said-
not say anything in reference to Reva. No, because I didn't realize Reva was not there.
Well, she's there
Oh.
now.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
no,
just took her a
I
minute.
think DM said everyone is here now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry, I'm so fucking confused.
Mm.
So yeah, what shall we do now? We've seen the sights. I don't think there's anything I need to do. The one thing I had an idea of is gone. So
The sights are quite beautiful in a way.
oh yeah, I saw some like fingers just everywhere over there. Yeah, and then there was like some blood over there. Yeah.
Yes, and from this bloodshed and carnage, something anew will come of it.
Yeah, and a whole lot of people died, so don't glorify it too much.
So, I have a question for Wolfsbane.
Yeah.
I don't recall, but I specifically remember last session when you introduced yourself to the cube. He told you that he could be either, like, he could speak in your mind or he could speak aloud. Did you tell him a way to talk to you or, refer? You did tell him, I remember, not to ask any questions.
I told him Wolfsbane. I said I have many names,
Yeah, but
but
did
he
you
can
tell
call me
him...
Wolfsbane.
Okay. And you unattuned to him and you're currently attuning to the gauntlet. Or, like, bracer type
Yeah, I
thing.
put that motherfucker back in his necklace, little leather cage thing.
Okay. Sorry, just had to ask.
It's all good.
Yeah, so people are passing by the... you're making a bit of a scene in the middle. This halfling just fainted and is in the process of getting up, and you're all talking in a huddle.
I say we just go back to Arcage for a bit before collecting our things and, well, I guess make enough to avoid hope, right?
Yeah, I guess we need to go claim our job quest, right? Go back to Arcage and get our reward and see what
Yes,
we
I
can
do
do with
need to
that.
see how things are over there.
Well, I need to get a big bounty anyway, so works for me.
And it could be good to prepare, because you never know what might be found at Void Hope. And
I do.
Of course you do, Zeta, but if I ever... Actually, never mind, Rava wouldn't know this, but, like, out of character, food-wise, for, I know Rosetta, you went hunting, but I think something was mentioned about how it wouldn't last very long.
Yeah, the rations you're currently in possession of probably won't last as long as normal rations. Normal rations don't really have an expiration date, but these ones were kind of, put together. I mean, you did as good as you could, but it's not going to be up to player's handbook standards. So you probably have a week before it spoils.
Yeah, but we've got a week to eat so much.
So we should go to Void Hope Citadel.
Well, let's go claim our bounty first. Oh, well, definitely the one thing that I learned
Well,
from the
we have to
mines
go
is
on
that
the way
I'm not
anyways.
I'm not equipped to go anywhere and survive well, at least. So did we agree on items from Kill King?
Is he still alive?
Sorry, wait,
Because-
what's happening?
Is Kill King still alive?
Oh, why wouldn't he be?
Are you asking Rava that, or is
Yeah,
that...
yeah. Who else would I ask?
Hmm. Unless someone decided to bring him back from the dead. He's most certainly not. I made sure of that myself.
Well, cool. That
what-
means we
what
don't need to
quite were
get the
you
money
doing?
from him.
What quite were you doing when? Oh, I see. Just leave us in the mines to die, and then like you go off, go kill.
I knew you guys
Kill
could
King.
handle yourselves.
I turned to like Wolfsbane and Theta, and I'm like, guys, we almost fucking died in there.
Maybe you did. I didn't.
Well, I didn't. I was fine for the most part.
You guys were starving with me. We.
Not,
I
not
actually
really. We had
don't
enough
think I
rations.
can anymore.
Yeah, you guys had one ration left before you surfaced.
Yeah, we
And
didn't starve.
You
We were
made
close
it
to
out
it, but
alive, didn't you?
Well, to be fair, I don't think that's like an argument. But either which way, I would like to go to the city to collect. Well, mostly to see what happened, because it sounds kind of funny. But also, obviously, we need to turn in the bounty for Wolfsbane killing the Black Knight fella.
yeah. I need to
The
get
city
that.
is
And then
under-
after that, we can go directly to Void Hope Citadel so we can get a job.
And might I mention that the city Arcage is under new leadership, so you could possibly go talk to them.
Oh yes,
And
it's
collect some kind of
never
reward.
a bad idea to acquaint ourselves with the new local leadership.
But no, since you are all interested in the rewards you may get, that is an option.
Right. Also, did I mention that we are expecting to get a job from Natalia, the Face of Destruction? I feel like I should have.
That is something you definitely haven't mentioned.
Okay, well, guess who we're going to go get a job from?
Oh, I wonder.
The face you just said.
Oh, do you remember her name?
Yes.
Go
And
ahead.
I'm not gonna entertain you, but
Go ahead. No, no.
after you'd already just said it.
Everybody, we're gonna stay right here till somebody says it.
Natalia.
She's gonna walk off. she's gonna go find her horse. I mean, I think she has a horse in here. Horse around here. I'm almost certain of it. She's gonna go there.
I believe you left it in a stable, right at the base of the basin.
And there we go. She's
Based
she's
on
gonna-
what?
She's gonna go get her horse.
Okay. Yeah, so you get to the stable.
Mm-hmm.
The stable hand looks at you, sort of, questioningly. You don't...
Retrieve my horse.
Uh-oh, and which one's yours, then?
Let's see. I got the image I sent was Salunga, but his name was Basilis.
And he just fucking cocks an eyebrow. He opens the door beside him. After you.
And she, because she can, she'll hand him 5 gold for for leaving him here, and that expense.
He pockets the gold gladly. You do find your horse. It seems that he has been fed, and he's just hanging out.
There we go. She's gonna retrieve him. Yeah, I think
Should
he
be
still
a
has his
horse
cart
and a
as
cart.
well.
Yes. So you come out of the stable and there is no cart attached to him. You ask where the cart is, and yeah, you ask where the cart is, and he's like, "Oh, you, okay." He fucking goes to the back of the stable, and he points to a cart that is currently empty behind the stables.
Very good.
Yeah.
She'll go retrieve that.
Okay, so you have a horse and a cart. You return blood-soaked upon return to Arcage. The other giant stallion warhorse.
Yes.
You returned.
Beautiful horse.
You returned him to the stable hand in Arcage when you returned.
Yes. My blood soaked. Like a light food.
So you.
Yeah, I believe Reva returned him for you guys.
So you all head to Arcage.
Arcage.
All right. Yeah, it's
Raven's
about.
riding horse.
It is about a like 3/4 of a day ride. You arrive there by nightfall. 1 sec. I need to get someone to roll because there is a bit. It's not like you can leave Crystal Drift and you just see Arcage.
Right.
There is a bit of navigation involved. So could someone please roll a survival check? Whoever's leading.
Oh, I'm not eating.
I mean, I think that would be
Just
Reva
showing
since
up.
she's on the horse.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'll roll.
Right. And then
15.
someone who isn't Reva roll a perception check.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah, sure.
Just also, Reva does have that passive perception. Just to keep in mind.
Yes. Lucky.
Oh,
Always
I gotta
gonna bring
roll
it up.
again.
Yeah, you got
Actually.
lucky, right?
Yeah. I just have to like navigate so I can actually see what I rolled. Alright, let's see. And what bam. Ten.
Okay. Yeah, so you arrive at Arcage. You see like the corner of the castle walls, and you sort of walk out, and you see the like little clearing where you fought the Black Knight when you left Arcage before. Oops, I did not mean to move that. That's on the map layer. Why am I on the map layer?
Good question, DM.
Yeah, so you guys arrive in the gates of Arcage. They are currently wide open. Before, when you entered Arcage, you were greeted with a sort of wintry, enchanted feeling. The skies were perpetually snowing. It was warm enough that the snow melted when it hit the ground, but it never got damp. Everyone was, rather cold, but now the sky doesn't change when you enter the gates. When you enter the gates, you see a bit of a change in pace. You see a couple of people hanging out, playing dice by the gates. All of them are slave caste, or what would have been referred to as slave caste in the previous visit. You walk forward into the central square where you see the blacksmith shop that Wolfsbane went to for his shield. You see the inn that you guys stayed at the last time. All in roughly the same state. Where are you guys headed here?
I'm headed straight to the fucking bounty place.
Okay.
Reva, I think, would obviously drop off her horse at like a stable hand and then make her way to what was previously Clemren's tower
Bam.
or King Tower.
Yeah, so you go to the stables. They're right beside the people who are playing dice by the gates. There aren't any guards visible, just for the information of the party. And then who heads off with who? Like who
I'll head
goes
off
with who?
with Reva.
Okay. And Theta, where do you go?
Gonna go to the bar. Gonna go to the bar of good old Blood Boy.
Excuse me?
Of the pirate. The guy
Oh.
who made the spear.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the Heroic Hen Tavern. Yeah.
Yes. Let's go in there.
Alright, so we see each other, or we see the party confer with each other, and they split off in 3 separate directions. Theta goes to the inn, Wolfsbane heads to the right to go into the Obsidian Outlaws, and Rosetta and Reva both head straight ahead to the giant tower that at one point was Kilking's Keep. Wolfsbane, the camera sort of lingers a bit and then sort of catches up with you. You're walking a bit. You see very little in the way of familiar faces, even though you were only here for a few days. You did grow to see a fair few of the citizens as like a familiar sense. You know, you noticed 1 or 2 of the same stalls. You know, seeing people, guards that are on patrol. You see none of them, really. It seems like all of the population is nearly entirely new. You head into the Obsidian Outlaws.
Indeed. I am going to look for somebody who's behind the counter. Anybody I recognize. Somebody who looks like they are kind of in charge of whatever's going on here.
Okay. Yeah, so you head into the Blackstone pyramid-shaped building, and you go in and you see the central fire pit, and surrounded by a rather rustic-looking clientele. You head to the side desk with a man in obsidian armor standing behind it. Sort of reading, polishing something. Just doing his idle animation, if you would.
Okay. I'm here to collect a bounty.
What? Oh, you
I'm
again.
here to collect a bounty.
Oh, you again? Did you kill him this time? Did you do it this time?
The hell do you mean? The first bounty I'm turning in.
He looks a bit confused. Sort of like shakes his head. Yeah, and he's like he points his head back, like over his shoulder. Yeah, I know. He doesn't know yet. Alright, which bounty is it?
I'm gonna take out the bounty and slam it on the table. Well, not like slam, but
And this is the one for the Black Knight.
yeah.
Huh. You killed that thing, huh? What was the fight?
Yeah.
What was the fight like? Bloody?
A bitch, that's what it was.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, it gave me a run for my money. Probably one of the tougher fights I've had in a long time.
No, I'm not gonna say that to him. God. No! No, he's not a pussy, he's a good guy. Yeah, so, I think this bounty was for him. And he points to a, like, tabaxi in the back corner of the room.
Alright then.
Yeah, you take up business with him. They tell me the contracts, but I don't really take payment myself.
Vaxie says that?
No, Dill does.
Oh, Dill.
Yeah.
Tell him to get out of here with that dollar store haircut.
No, I'm not gonna say that.
I'm gonna walk over to the tabaxi dudes.
Yeah, and stay out, he says as you walk away. You walk over to the... he's like a blackish gray color. You can't tell if it's dirt or if his hair is actually that color. He's drinking alone. He doesn't even seem to be doing anything. He's just drinking.
I'm gonna sit down.
Offer
What'd you
to give a
say?
kiss.
Hey,
The chair
uh,
creaks as you sit in it.
I dealt with the bounty you posted.
Oh. Really?
Yep.
Well, I'll be damned. Let's see it.
And then I'll take the helmet, the dented. Was it dented? I forgot.
It has, so it's a black iron helmet. It has a gouge in one of the eyes. I forget. I think it was the right one. Like a
Yeah, I'm
sort
gonna
of slash.
It's like kind of attached to my belt by like a hook. So I'm just gonna kind of attach it from the hook and just kind of plop it down on the table.
He chonky. So that's what the helmet looked like. It has like 3 gouges in the center. And you see, plop it on the table. Wow. Did he put up a fight? Probably, right?
Hell of a fight.
Big fucking sword.
Yeah, well, I got a big ass hammer.
He picks the helmet up, he looks at it, turns it around. You didn't, like, put the helmet on, did you?
No, I did not. I'm pretty sure that thing's cursed.
That's for the best. That's for
I
the
did use
best.
his cloak though.
He takes the helmet. He's like, "Oh, I don't give a fuck what you do with this cloak. I just want the helmet." How much do I owe you? I forget what I posted the bounty at.
1 million gold.
Give me a second. I actually wrote this down.
I think it was like 500, right?
5,000.
It was an amount.
Haggle him.
I am gonna haggle him.
Haggle his ass. Haggle his ass wide open.
Excuse me?
You heard what I said.
Okay, that's. I'm looking through my notes, and one of the sessions is just Joker is Ollivander and Philosopher. Then the next bullet point, fucked her. Where the hell is the bounty?
Nice, dude, nice.
3 sons. Okay, yeah, 500 gold piece.
Okay.
500 gold apiece.
What do you say to him?
I'm gonna say to him, I remember remember they told me it was close to 650, I believe.
Would you like to make a deception check? Because, I mean, he doesn't know, but he knows when you're lying to him.
I have advantage because of the bracer.
Okay, and so you use the
Oh, and
advantage
deception,
from the
not persuasion.
yeah. You use the advantage from the bracer. Right?
Yeah, you said I just have it on all checks for
Yeah.
my dexterity.
So this is one of those items that's special that when you use it, I reveal things about it. You take 3d6 damage.
This thing's useless.
Is it? I mean, you just rolled a 17 on your deception check.
It's mediocre, and I take 13 damage.
It would be... one sec. Necrotic damage. So 13 necrotic. Alright. And so you say that to him. You say 650.
Yeah.
He sort of like squints his eyes at you. He's like, "Are you sure? It seems like normally I do things like 500, 600, 700. Huh.
Well, it was one hell of a fight, and I gotta say, Guy like me doesn't get much of a challenge every now and then, but well, that motherfucker put up a fight.
Interesting. You know what? Yeah. It only took you like a week, damn. The fuck did you do? Shove it up your ass?
Well, I had business over in a Crystal Drift.
Huh. Yeah, a lot of people had a lot of business to do this week. Been a pretty crazy one. And he sort of reaches into his backpack, pulls out like a pouch of gold, sort of like sifts it. He's like, wait, and he puts like a little bit back, hands you a bag. 650. There you go.
I'm gonna count it.
Is Wolfsbane good at counting things?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's actually part of his job description.
Yeah, my entire job is being a mercenary and a bounty hunter and getting paid to do tasks. So I think I learned how to count gold.
But your intelligence is 8.
You can still count.
Yeah. I believe most toddlers have an intelligence of 8 and they count just fine.
The 650. It might take you a bit, but you're able to count you can count the gold, but you'd have to like pour it out on the table and count it that way. By weight it's kind of hard because you haven't touched a sum of 600 gold recently.
Well, I wasn't planning on counting it by weighing it. I was gonna count it by coin.
Yeah, so that takes that you sit down, that takes you about 7 minutes. And he sits there and watches you while he drinks. He doesn't really do anything except for breathe and drink and look at you funny.
Dill, say 11! Say the number 11, Dill, say it right now!
Why 11?
Say 11!
What? Why 11?
Fuck up, it's counting.
Are you counting out loud, Wolfsbane? Or are you counting in your head? Oh, damn.
It's
Okay.
pretty funny.
So at one point the person who gave you this gold raises his hand to the bartender, and Dill comes over in his obsidian armor. He's like a tray and a couple of drinks on it, and he approaches the table and he's like, "What are you counting something?" And
you should kill yourself
you're like in your head counting 331, 332, and Dill just says 11. And the guy at the table erupts. The guy at the table erupts in laughter. 13.
My favorite. I have expressed permission to fuck with this character. It's
15.
I'm his grandfather. Me.
137. And he just sits there for a minute. If you don't do anything, he's just gonna keep fucking your counting up.
Kill him. Kill him right now.
Can I just swat at him? Just slap him?
Yes, you slap him away, and he's like,
I'm gonna keep counting. I'm not even gonna look at him. I'm just gonna like backhand slap him.
"Do you want a drink?"
Is that after I slapped him?
Yeah.
Impregnate this man now.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
He like puts a drink down on the table and walks away. Fucker!
I drink it while I keep counting.
As he walks away, he like screams out the word "fucker," and you count it, and there is 649 coins in the bag.
You're short one, fella.
He's like, "What?" "Ah, fuck it," and he like tosses another coin at you.
There we go. Pleasure
So I
doing
have
business
to.
with you.
Sorry, real quick. I have to go do something real quick. I don't know if you want to go to. I don't know who you were going to go to next, but if you wanted to go to Theta, you can do that.
All right, sure. All right, so what do you do after you finish counting the coins?
Then I'm gonna head to the treasury.
The treasury?
Yeah, I'm gonna start walking towards the treasury. Or wherever Clemrin kept his
Oh,
treasure.
that treasury. Okay, yeah, so you walk out and Dill screams, "Bye!"
I love you.
I'll wave.
I love you! And then, yeah, he sees you go out the door and turn left, and he looks at the guy at the table and he says, "What a weird man." And then we switch over to Theta. Theta, you've walked inside of the bar and you open the door, and that sign is missing, by the way. The documented workers only. Yeah, the sign's missing, and the place is taken on a much more cheery, sort of homeliness about it, and it's a lot more warm feeling. Before it was, yeah, before the cold stones seemed to take all of the energy out of the room, and the only light that poured in was through the milky white windows.
Evening, everybody. Can I get a fuck kill king?
So you walk in and you say this?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a handful of people. It's about... actually, yeah, you guys arrived at like 7 or 8. So, yeah, it's pretty full. There is a couple of, orcs and Tauren people and a couple of cat tabaxi here and there. And you say, "Can we get a fuck kill king?" And everyone screams, "Fuck kill king! Long live..." Wait, fuck, what's his name? 1 second, I need to read.
Fuck, what's his name?
What's his
Love.
name?
Oh
They-
my god, long.
They don't actually say that.
Long live Mr. Fluffy Bottom.
Long live Long live King Marco! Yeah! Yeah, so there's a couple of people who don't even know their king's name yet. A couple of people scream Marco for without hesitating, but there's a few people who hesitate.
Ah, King Marco, good to know. Anyways.
Yeah, so you look for a barkeep.
Yeah, I'm sliding on over.
Okay. Yeah, so behind the bar is a... Oh, he's dead. Never mind. Behind the bar is a minotaur. He's got orangey brown fur and long tusks. Or not horns. He's handing out beverages. That's pretty busy today.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing, partner?
So, what happened to the last place that used to be here? Just asking for a friend.
Oh, we took it over a bit.
Oh, yeah, awesome. Swaggers. Swagtastic, even. Do you perhaps know if this place is still haunted by the grandfather of the previous owner?
I don't know much about ghosts and demons or whatnot. Sorry, I don't really. And this is my first day. Truth be told.
Oh, well, congratulations for being the proprietor of a lovely bar.
I just work here. I'm not the owner.
Oh,
Yeah, he's the owner, and he points over to a human. He looks a little tired. He's got long, scraggly brown hair.
then excusez-moi as I'm going over there. I'm gonna go approach this human. Salut.
Fuck you say to me,
Ça
boy?
va? Huh?
Fuck you say to me?
Salut. It's Elvish.
I don't speak no fucking hell. Get the fuck out of here.
Ah.
What
No.
you want?
Is this place haunted?
Yeah, boy.
Can you point me in the direction of the ghost?
Ah, he looks confused.
Yeah, just pick a direction, really.
He points like he's like there, and he's just yeah, he just points at a wall.
Thank you. Walks over there, puts my mind to it. I wish to see my friend.
So
I wish to see my friend.
okay, so one sec. I need to look at the thing for this. Boop. Sorry, I haven't really touched this part of my notes in a little while. Okay, so could you roll a charisma save?
Okay.
Okay, 17. Could you roll a d10?
Yes. Give me 1 second. 3.
One off, either one off the scary number. Okay. Yeah, so you sort of think for a moment, and everything kind of fades away. It's a similar feeling to when you go into a trance. This is different from the last time because there weren't really, you didn't have to think about it. You were just there. So you're sitting at a table? Or were you just... Were you sitting at a table? Were you just standing...
Probably just standing at the wall.
Standing at the wall looking at it?
Yep.
Why are you standing there?
Oh, I was taking the advice of an idiot,
Oh, I don't like the new management very much at all.
Ah. Salut, ça va? Comment? No one speaks Elvish around here.
What's this Elvish business you're speaking there, lad?
How have you been?
Oh, nothing's changed. Been sitting here drinking my ass off.
Well, things have changed for me. Huzzah! And I pull out the spear.
Oh, where did you find this beauty? And he stands up, sort of slides over to you.
At the bottom of the world.
Did they keep digging after I died?
It appears so.
It always seems to show up at the bottom of fucking everything.
It is also accompanied by a worshipper of the face of wrath of sorts. She's a spider.
Oh, right. Yeah, I didn't mention that before.
Pardon?
I didn't mention that before.
Oh, so you know of her.
She kinda helped me make it.
She is nice.
She grows on ya. We had a bit of a thing there for a while. Interesting, at least.
Well, I did trade
She does
her.
this thing with her mouth. It's kind of interesting.
Anyways, I did trade with her. Do you think that she'd be willing to trade back?
I
imagine this has emotional significance.
don't really know, rightly. Never really traded much with her.
Excellent diplomat she is.
Bit of a lack for words, she has, though.
True. But hey, words. I've never spoken a word since I was 90?
I'll just ignore that. So how's your thing coming along?
Oh, coming along quite cleanly.
And he sort of raises his right claw, snap, 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 like right next to your ear.
I've been speaking with Valkyria on terms of accelerating my ability to be, all powerful, all that.
Some people, after the first day of their infection, they grow gills or something, but others, they're more internal until later.
Usually the
I'm
more
sure.
powerful ones.
Well, yes, I believe my skin at this point to be nothing more than a chrysalis, soon to be discarded.
I'd be a bit careful if I were you getting all cut up. You don't know when's gonna heal and when's not.
Well, I guess it's a good sign that we are no longer planning on killing Natalia. We are simply going to be doing a mission for her.
Why aren't you killing that bitch?
Oh, Mother didn't think it was wise. Not now, at least.
I don't know if I'd go making deals with the likes of Natalia.
Ow.
She didn't like me after I built the bridge, but I don't know. One's man junk is another's treasure, or however they say.
It is my specialty to make deals with things that are less than savory. I think I'll be fine.
So would you come here for a drink?
And he sort of pours out from like a greenish bottle into like a mug.
Drinks, advice, other such things. Things are getting quite dicey, apparently.
I wouldn't know much about that.
Clamoring Kill King is dead. Crystal Drift and Arcage had a rather violent revolution, quite ecstatic about that, actually. It's riveting. I'm sure Calm isn't shit. It's quite the political nightmare.
Right,
all
and
over.
have you talked to Avalon yet?
Yes, the redhead?
No.
Oh, I'm thinking of the guy from the house. Which one was Avalon again?
He's a bit of strong-willed man. He was the ruler before Arcage.
I don't think I've actually had the pleasure. The royalty of Arcage has not been particularly in my purview.
Kinda worried if you're saying Arcage is going all revolty. Might
They
be a
have
bit of a
a-
problem.
They have a new king named Marcus?
He sort of just grumbles, shakes his head, takes a drink.
Probably after your time.
So you said you needed advice.
Yes.
Here's
We
one.
have this spear.
Don't ever fall off the fucking bridge.
I will make the attempt. Luckily, one of our party mates does have wings, so fingers crossed.
Should have thought of that.
Well, you know what they say.
And after this, he sort of just waits for you to ask him questions or refer to you. He seems to like being in your company.
Now that I have the sphere, what am I to do once I approach the sea? In what way can I build this bridge?
Well, if time still stands, there's a bit of a farmhouse. Bit of a lake. You put the spear in it and the bridge is just there, voila. Or at least that's what he told me.
Well, I suppose we'll play it by ear.
It's been a while since, been to avoid hope. It's, what, going on 100 now, is it?
Yeah, I suppose that'd be accurate.
In that case, it's been about 50 years. Don't know how you'll find it. Look for a farmhouse overlooking the ocean. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
Yes. But once... Do I just stick it in something?
There used to be like a pond. Had like a shape at the bottom. You shove the end in.
Ah.
Bridge goes up.
Also, I've noticed that it is a catalyst for spells, a dome of abatement. What other spells could this staff potentially cast?
Aye, there's a couple of those, lad. You'll have to be more specific, but I suppose you don't really know that, do you? Forgive me.
He sort of like takes a moment to recollect. Just a sec. For some reason, the section in my notes about the spear has gone surprisingly absent, so I don't know why. I need to figure this out. 1 second.
No, take your time.
Okay. Weird. So my notes divided in two while I wasn't looking. Yeah, so he sits there for a moment thinking, and he's like,
So yes, you got the dome already, huh?
Yes.
You should know that it's not like the normal spell. It'll store things for ye. Made it for quick transport of material.
Oh?
Anything not nailed down or hanged onto will just go right back into the spear. Surprised you didn't see a thing or two when you got the spear back.
I had not been the first to retrieve it, technically, but those who had previously acquisitioned it had become wrapped up, so to say.
Aye. And then there's a couple others. I can use a bridge of light about 100 feet or so out in front of it.
and as he says this, sort of like you noticed it already, it sort of divides into 3 segments instead of 2. And then the last one is like the rune on the like bottom portion of the spear, like right at the butt, starts to glow. And then the middle bit is the only one with like non-glowing runes left. And he continues.
And, well, if you're outside and the weather's fair, you can hold the spear up and use it for like a channeling focus. You sort of cast a bolt of lightning.
Oh? I can do what now?
You heard of the lightning bolt spell that all those wizards use down in the college?
Yes! Yes, I have.
Aye, but be careful. You can't use this unless you're overland, or else you'll probably cause some fucker's house to burn down.
Yes, of course. I would never want to do that.
And you really can't use it more than once per day, or else there's a bit of a risk. The charges will be all depleted, and, well, it'll start eating itself.
Oh, we would never want it to do that.
As far as I know, as a key, it still works even without the charge, so, as they say, go crazy.
Yes. What if, so to say, I was feeling fiendish? Is it possible for one to edit the spells in question?
You'll have to talk to the wizard that gave me the incantations.
Oh, what is his name?
I never got his name.
Oh, what is his general vibe and/or aesthetic?
He walks around in a cloak, you know the type, looks at a ball a lot.
Ponders an orb?
Yeah, an orb, that's what they called it. He's somewhere down in Umdore in a tower.
Did you say Amdore?
Aye.
thinks real fucking hard. Never heard of you. You would have thought, huh? I'm from Ashalon myself.
That's the furthest south I've ever been. Don't know much about the other cities there. Heard it from a traveling merchant.
They're all deeply insufferable.
I kinda got that vibe from him.
Well, so he's an elf.
As far as I could tell, that's what the pointy ears are for, right?
Perfect, then he's alive. I can inquire him about this staff.
One of me boys called him a knife ear.
He's not allowed to say that.
I know, I told him, I warned him. I'm like, this could take away years of social progress. You shouldn't do it.
You really shouldn't do that.
He sort of shakes his head. I know.
Listen, we're not like, we're a race of semi-mythical, half-immortal assholes. It's not like a big problem, but don't say that to somebody pompous, you know? It's just a bit of social faux pas.
I spent the whole evening apologizing.
Oh, okay. It'd be like if I was just not gonna say that. This has been lovely. Is there anything you can think of that I ought to know?
I don't know if I mentioned it, but don't fall off the fucking bridge.
Yes, you did mention that, but I will double jot it down in my notes.
Aye, and that Natalia, she likes cheese.
What?
I know, right?
I don't believe you.
I gave her a gift one time. A gift basket. Cheese and wine and... Well, I threw in a woman for good measure and a man, even if that didn't work, and... she took the cheese and nothing else.
Huh. And here I had made a whole outfit to please her. I suppose I shall get some, goosh?
I think I used cheddar or something. It's one of those hard, really sharp cheeses.
Maybe I shall do from here. Something...
I don't really rightly know what she does with the cheese, because she doesn't really eat, because she's, you know, a god. They don't really eat.
Well, says you.
True.
Well...
I wonder,
Do you
do
know
gods
where I
shit?
could buy cheese in Arcage?
Aye, maybe 40 years ago.
Alright, so advance your brain 40 years in 2 violent revolutions. Where can I get some cheese?
I don't know, try an inn. They still have those, right?
Down. I think I'm in one right now.
Good idea.
Anyways, I might visit you again next time I make some progress and I'm back in Arcage.
Aye, lad. Careful with that necklace.
Ah, you noticed?
It's got some blood pouring out it or something. And
Oh, yeah,
he
it
sort
does
of like stands and goes to like inspect your necklace that you used. You can't see it bleeding or anything, but he seems to like touch it and then like recoil as if it got his hand wet or something.
Huh. Well, you know me. Everything's always bleeding.
You should get that checked out, lad.
Oh, no, it's just a monthly thing. Anyway.
Oh. Wait. I've been calling you lad all this time. You got a mask on. I just assumed.
Oh, don't worry, I'm a man. Anyways, goodbye.
Right. Have fun with the cheese and Natalia and all that.
Goodbye!
Sort of blink hard and you're back to a raucous bar. You
Good
take a
sir,
you take
bring
a
me your cheese.
you take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Bring me your cheese, and we switch over to Rosetta and Reva.
Jeez! Jeez, for everyone. Sorry, I had to.
And
I'm
we switch
sorry.
over to Rosetta and Reva.
Yay, okay, cool.
So you guys are walking a bit.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are walking down the main thoroughfare in Arcage. And you see something, Rosetta, that you might just be a little bit upset about.
Uh-oh. How much is a little bit upset about?
So, in front of the
Oh, yeah.
gates, in front of the gates of Arcage, there is some ornaments.
Okay.
One of these ornaments is familiar to you. It's the head of a mantis. You realize that it is your librarian friend.
Yeah, I just stopped dead in my tracks as soon as I noticed that, and I'm like, no.
Wow, he died so hard he deleted himself from my notes.
Everything's deleting themselves from your notes.
Your notes don't want to be with you anymore, DM. Is there something the matter, Rosetta?
Um.
You see Joseph Severn's little mantis head mounted on a pike to the left side of the door, and to the right you see a black and white cat tabaxi's head mounted. And hanging ever so nicely at the very top of the thing is Clemrin Kilking's lovely dark hair and his head, which is missing a body. Seems to be probably like 6-7 days old by now, maybe more.
Rava probably would have noticed Rosetta stop and just turn side. Is there something wrong?
No. No. Nothing's wrong. I just take it like a deep breath. And then I kind of start just speaking underneath my breath in Mantis, like unfortunately, it is inherent that your knowledge-seeking days seem to be no longer in existence, or something like that. I don't know. Some insert cool line here about nerds and librarians, and it feels so bad that you're dead, but in Mantis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Rosetta starts making some weird clicking and like breathing noises. It's kind of unsettling.
Could I, if you'll allow me, Rosetta, could I make an insight check?
Yeah, I can make an insight.
Okay. 19.
Yeah, I guess you would insight that I'm speaking Mantis, but it's just like it's like as if saying like farewell to like a friend.
Mm-hmm. And
Like not a close friend, but like, oh, too bad. But yeah.
right, and I think presumably Riva knows that you might be speaking about the librarian guy, because I mean, as far as Raven knows, he's the only one that she knew that spoke Mantis.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And you see beside him his friend who introduced you at first, Mittens,
Mhm.
on the pike as well. And yeah, so you enter the doorway, I
Yeah,
guess.
and as Rave, like as they're doing so, Rave will just sign that. I tried to prevent some deaths, but they unfortunately happen during events like these.
It's fine. Everyone's lives end at some point.
Unfortunately so. Anyways, continue.
Yeah. So where you guys go?
I wanted to go to the library.
Rava's gonna split off and
I
try to
want to
find.
go.
I'm sorry. Go.
No, you go ahead.
Okay. Rava's gonna split off to try and find Marco.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you find the doorway open, and yeah, you're greeted by huge braziers letting the bottom floor fill with heat and light. And you ascend the spiral staircases. First floor kitchens looks very as you left it. Kind of a bit more dusty because the doors are staying open these days. The second floor offices seems to be under a brief remodeling. It seems to be refitting itself into like a partial barracks, partial offices sort of thing. The armory has one of the walls. Rosetta, you would notice this. One of the walls in the corners has like a new like wooden patchwork on it. Seems to be like blown out on inside one of the cages. And then up in the infirmary, it looks pretty much the same. There are a few people in the beds laying and recovering. And then the library. There's a few gaps in the walls of the books. There's a few books missing from the last time you were here. There is no resident librarian anymore, and it doesn't seem the position has been filled. And then Reva makes her way up to the... you haven't seen them yet, so you assume that he's taken Clemren's quarters upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you go past the guest quarters. It looks pretty much identical. The barracks looks exactly the same, and then, yeah, you rise all the way up to the throne room on the 9th floor. Very tall, very resplendent, kind of dirty. Not very well lit anymore. The throne has a cat tabaxi on it.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing? Miss ya. Been forever since we seen each other. My spies told me you were making your way up here, so I figured I'd get myself ready for a show. How are you and your friends? How's Crystal Drift?
Quite bloody.
Ain't
But
they all?
that is quite expected, since everything had happened so shortly. Or not too long ago, rather.
So what brings you to my house?
Just checking in on how things are doing.
Things are going so well, Reva. Thank you so much for your help. It really means a lot.
Can I make an insight check?
Sure. For what exactly?
Just to see if like things are going as well as he's letting on.
Yep. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, you got... It was before for Rosetta. You got a 28. That's pretty
Mhm.
good. You can see that it's not entirely true, but it's mostly true. The things he's probably worried about are minor, rather than, like, forefront in his mind. it does really
Right.
seem to be going well, based on his
Okay.
reaction.
Okay.
And at the at the door in the corner is a large man in familiar armor. Now that you think about it, there's a person that you killed who had the armor on. It's got a big gash in the front of it. Seems repaired recently.
Mm-hmm. Does this one in the armor look familiar? If like the face.
So the
like, if
person
they're-
you remember, yeah, the person you remember wearing that armor was different than the person who was in the armor now. Yeah, it's currently, it's like, currently it's worn by a big orc, and
Okay.
that guy was a human.
Right. Okay. Hmm. Yes. Right. Just wanted to make sure things were going as things were really going all right, and I'm sure I don't need to remind you the warning I gave off when before I left last.
Sorry, what was that again? I kinda slipped my mind.
Do you not let power go over your head?
Oh. I don't think anyone or anything could go over my head where I'm sitting. You see how high this tower is? Goodness, I didn't even know it got this tall. And he, like, points out a window.
Indeed. But aside from that, there was one other reason I came here, and well, there might be someone else who's coming here as well. After his own business is taken care of.
What, your big orc friend, that guy?
Yes.
Yeah, my spies saw him at the outlaw's house.
Hmm.
You know, the
Almost.
mercenary group?
Right. Almost expected.
Almost. Where's your little librarian friend?
I believe she was making her way to the library now.
Right. Well, yeah. Thanks for checking in. Things are going pretty good. Crystal Drift had more of a socialist rebellion. We're having more of a, community rebellion. We're not taking everybody's property. We only taking the bad ones. We're being a little more careful about who we strip away. This is a big undertaking.
Of course. And aside from that, I also had come here to ask for assistance to some degree. After all, I had helped with the rebellion here.
He squints his eyes, sort of like leans forward. How can I help you?
War is coming on into calm, and I'd like to be prepared to some degree.
He sort of takes a second. He's like thinking about what you just said. Huh. I think I did hear something about that. Yeah.
Yes, and it would seem that she lightly, what would assume to be a laugh. It would seem that another war is coming my way.
So what, you want us to, renew our vows or something to Khan? Is that what you want?
No. I believe I had mentioned something about that vault before I left here.
Right. Yeah, about that. And he sort of, sighs. See, we probably shouldn't have killed that mantis dude, because I think he had some magic. At least we can't figure out how to open it. Come with me. And he sort of stands up and, looks at the looks at the door and he like leads you through his quarters if you go with him.
Mhm.
Yeah, the big centurion that was overlooking the bed in the bedroom is gone. The armory doorway has been opened. The two centurions in the armory are gone. There's a empty painting easel in the corner, and the magical barrier in like the vault's cages are open, and
Mhm.
like they're on. You know, you can see like the blue force field. The ground beneath the like right beside the cage for the vault is scorched. There's some blood below it. You can tell they've been trying to get into this vault. Very, very difficult vault to open, apparently.
Mhm.
Because, yeah, they seem to have thrown everything they have at it.
Have you looked around the library? See if he had something regarding it left behind.
You know, I didn't get around to hiring a librarian yet. I kinda just thought that it'd work itself out, but that's a good idea.
Could you could Rava or she'll first alright. If you'll allow me, I'd like to just examine it.
Okay. Yeah, sure, be my guest.
And she is going to oh god, what's it called? I have to oh boy.
Are you going to dispel magic?
Yes, I am.
What an idea.
I had to make sure that was actually a I had to actually make sure that was a cleric spell.
I mean, if you don't have it prepared.
Well, well, it's been several days since then, because I didn't know if we were just gonna skip time. So otherwise, during a rest, I would have like changed up like whatever spells that I'm using.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So choose one creature, object, or magical effect in range. Any spell of 3rd level below instantly ends. A target of 4th level or higher, the target make an ability check using your spellcasting ability, DC equal to 10 plus the spell's level. Okay.
And just to be safe, she'll cast that at 4th level.
Automatically end equal, if it's equal or less than the level of the spell slot you used. Okay. Yeah, so roll a spell ability check using spellcasting ability.
Okay, that would be my wisdom, so I'll just roll wisdom. 20.
I'm gonna spend a destiny point to make you fail that roll.
Okay. Could I mean, I don't know if there's a rule on this, but I do have 2 destiny points.
Mm-hmm. So
Could
if I spend one, huh?
Reverse that.
So in the system I based this system off of, you could do that. It would cancel out, and the roll would get really chaotic. So, Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna just not spend a destiny point, and you see the,
Okay.
Yeah, you see the spell end.
Yeah, I
so
mean,
you see the
she's
spell
praying
end,
so hard.
and the, the gate holding the gate behind the barrier, it still is locked, currently.
Right, but at least she dispelled the barrier.
Yeah, so the barrier's gone, and Marco kind of looks at you, he's like, huh. We tried that. It seems like we didn't have the capacity that you have. Didn't work last time. Thanks for that. And
Of
then,
course.
as he's saying that, the, the okay, you get one action. What do you do?
Okay. I feel like something is gonna happen. Or like, okay, when she's casting Dispel Magic so hard, would she at least would she have gotten a sense of like
You get it.
dread or like something similar when she casted that something might happen?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay. Nope.
You have no idea. So what do you do in the next 6 seconds?
I guess, she'll she has no idea what's gonna happen. But I think she'll just like I don't know, raise her shield, I guess, in case something does.
That's a good idea. So
Great.
as the barrier drops, he's like, "That's a good idea. That you should have." I mean, you have to make a dex save. Thanks.
Okay. Great. I'm not good at these. Yeah, I'm not good at these.
You take 16 fire damage as a gout of flame spills out of the bottom bars of the iron bars holding the barrier, and then the barrier comes back up.
Oh, fun.
Clemron also has to make a dex save, or not Clemron, Marco. He passes, so he only takes 8. He takes 8. Luckily, he has enough HP to survive this. Well, maybe we shouldn't do that again until we read whatever book you think will solve this.
Perhaps.
Sort of like hopping up and down. His feet are like a little bit singed. You can see like cat skin where his fucking feet are.
Yeah, Raven's doing relatively okay. She'll just what's it called? She'll just cast Cure Wounds.
And then I think we're gonna cut back to Rosetta. So, Rosetta, we're going to continue on from when you entered the library. You sort of looked around and you saw spots missing, books missing from shelves. Not, I'd say probably like 3% of the books are missing from the library. What brings you
Oh,
here,
sorry,
Dar?
were you talking to me while I was gone?
No, well, just now. I was saying, like, you,
Okay.
yeah, you ascend to the steps. You climb the steps of the library. You see about 3% of the books missing off of the shelves. The door to Severn's office is open. There's no candle on or anything. It's very dark in the library currently. It's like 8 o'clock at night in fall, so it's nearly midnight, basically.
Okay. I'm gonna find a candle, and I'm gonna light it.
Yeah, so there's a candle on the table. Sure, you can light that. All right.
Alright, sweet. So I'm gonna go to the most expensive bookshelf, okay, the locked up stuff. I'm just gonna browse the selection.
So in that locked up bookshelf, the lock has been removed, and then some of the books are moving or are missing from that section, probably about half.
Okay. Are there anything that's still there that piques my interest? Like anything about history?
Make a history check. Or no, investigation.
Wait, oh sorry, you said investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. 18?
Okay. Second. Yeah, so you see a book called Fashion of the Second Century.
Oh yeah.
That's interesting, kinda. You open it up. It has like basically like it's a dress pattern book. Not dresses, not just dresses, but like all sorts of clothes. Very updated, very well made book as well.
I pocket it. Are there any scrolls anywhere on the shelves?
Yeah, there's a couple of scrolls. They're mostly to do with like some of the buildings in Arcage, but there's not many magical scrolls. Roll an investigation check.
Alright. So while I'm looking at the scrolls about like the buildings, I wanna actually like scour them and see if there's like any like secret hidden rooms or like, you know, like some special room or something. What the fuck? I rolled a 2? Fuck.
Nice.
Anyways, it's 12.
You could use destiny points if you wanted.
Yeah, sure. I need to use them up.
Yeah, so you're looking at the shelf. You're rooting around in the scrolls, and you pull out the same scroll from before. It's slightly different though. It looks older. The scroll that I'm naming is the like blueprint plans for the tower, Clemmer's Tower.
Okay.
You sort of like turn it around, and you're like, huh, must not be anything, and you set it back on the shelf. Or at least you would if you hadn't spent a destiny point. What do you do instead?
As I'm about to put it back, I'm like, wait a second. One of those things looked familiar, and I like kind of like pull it back out again. Now I look at it,
Yeah, so
and then
yeah, you were
I guess I'll
looking
recognize it.
you were looking around, and you probably didn't realize it before because it was daytime when you looked. There's like a wetness to like part of the back of the scroll. Almost like it's like an ink that's like like the same page as the paper, or same color as the paper.
Okay.
You sort of turn it around, and as you're turning it around, it reflects in a weird way that lets you see a sort of like inkiness on the back page.
Okay. What's the viscosity like?
I mean, it looks like it's, written in ink, but it's, the markings of a pen. You see the outline of it very, very vaguely, but it's the same color as the paper.
I would like to look over this. Because I noticed this, is by any chance a way that I can use prestidigitation to change the color of this ink? So it's different color than the paper so I can read it?
Let me see what prestidigitation does exactly. Make a color. I mean, you probably would have to know what's on the paper to make it change. Unless make a history check. Actually, you might recognize something or like remember something.
28.
Okay. Yeah. You recall at one point in your studies that like the rising and falling of temperatures helps certain inks maintain their color or make them into a different color.
Okay. Well, I could use prestidigitation to change the temps.
Yeah, so you heat up the paper essentially, and in a bright red thing, like a bright red ink, shows up. 11th floor. This is weird because there is no 11th floor currently.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna pocket it.
Okay.
Great. I'm gonna go into the office.
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna go through.
you're going through his stuff.
I'm going through his stuff. Yeah.
Okay, make an investigation check.
A 22.
Yeah, so you're going through his stuff, and his clothes and everything are, neatly arranged. He's got like extra candlesticks in one of the shelves. It's pretty much nothing out of the ordinary, except when you're under his bed, you sort of feel you're like in the corner of your eye, you feel something, almost like an intuition, sort of. And you like raise your hand to the like leg of the bed. It's like in a corner, so you can't really see the other side. So you sort of raise your hand to the corner leg of the bed, and it's sort of you see like or you feel a sort of outdent on the leg, like a switch or something.
Like that. Yeah.
You
If
what?
it's like an actual switch, if it's an actual switch, I'm gonna you know, activate it. Or if it's something to grab, I'll grab it out.
It's like a little channel cut out of the leg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's like it's like a tab that you would pull out of the leg.
Mm-hmm.
And when you pull it out, it sort of falls on the ground underneath the bed. What's inside of it? It's something wrapped in like a cloth sack. It seems to have been stuffed in the leg.
Okay. I want to see what it is. I want to unravel it, see what it is.
It's a set of throwing knives.
I'm gonna pocket it.
Mm-hmm.
This is just gonna be the entire. For most.
And
of the night. I'm
then
gonna
do you
this for, like, a
steal?
while.
And then do you take the stuff? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
taking
So
stuff. Anything that's cool, man.
yeah, you don't see anything in his office for like as long as it takes you to go through it. There's some
Are
like
there any?
there's like a diary that's written in some sort of language you can't really see or comprehend.
Are there any like political or like papers or something? I don't know much about politics, but
It would make sense that he would keep like treaties and stuff that have been signed. Yeah, there's like a leather-bound like folio, sort of like a multi-use thing, like a binder. It's like mechanical.
okay.
It's full of like signed documents that are signed by Clemrin. And then on the desk you found like I told you about the book in the weird language, right? Yeah, but everything else is like normal stuff, like equation books and science stuff. Basically, like things that a mathematician would have, as well as some poetry.
Okay. Well, I'll take the diary.
Okay. Yeah, you take it up, you flip through it. It's mostly in that same like scratched sort of writing. Looks like lines at different slants. It's kind of hard to read. Considering you don't read Mantis, you only speak Mantis.
Yeah, I'll pocket it. I'll figure it out. Okay. So, I got the scroll. Look up fashion book. I've got the throwing knife set. And then I've got Severin's diary. Okay. And then I'm gonna go to the 11th floor.
You hear, like, as you're taking a sort of inventory of everything, you hear like a whoosh upstairs. Sort of like someone slammed a door, but if the door was, like, huge. Like a displacement of air rushes down the steps.
I mean, it's a big building. There's probably, like, big doors in here. I'm gonna go to the 11th floor.
Yeah, so you go up to the 9th floor.
Mm-hmm.
One sec. Yeah, so the library's on the 5th floor. You climb up past the guards barracks, past the infirmary, the guest quarters, the sitting room, and on the 9th floor, the floor where Reva is, there is a throne room, you know, and the door to Clemren's office is open. You don't see another staircase.
Okay, so there's a door that goes to like Clemren's office. Is there another door?
There is, yes.
No, the other door first.
It seems to be like a broom closet.
Oh yeah. Just a broom closet?
Hmm.
Make an investigation check.
I'm just standing there like, a broom closet? But this is like the throne room. You'd think the broom closet would be like the infirmary or something.
It's a very fancy broom closet.
I brought a gnat.
You see a mouse. You see a mouse and a mouse family like roosting under one of the buckets. You don't see any staircases in the broom closet.
Do I think that mice can understand languages?
That's a personal choice.
Rosetta, you're a rat, remember?
Exactly.
My kin. Yeah, so
Okay,
you don't
sorry,
don't
anyway,
see
so-
any stairs. You just see a rat.
I just see rats. Okay. I want to boop the nose of one of the rats and then leave.
Make a dexterity check. But with acrobatics, I guess, to see if you're fast enough to boop the rat.
24.
You get really close to it, but you fail.
What?
The rat runs away at Mach 10.
It's a very fast rat. What is
Okay.
happening?
Alright, well, something's up with that rat. There's no way that rat could have run away from my boop. Alright, but I'll keep that in mind. I'm gonna go to like Cameron's office.
You hear talking coming from like through the other door.
Mhm.
It's open currently.
Is it familiar talking?
No, it's a man talking with like a weird accent.
Okay, so I'm just gonna ignore that. I'm looking for stairs.
In the office, there are no stairs that you can see.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I'll just keep like looking around. But knowing me, cause I'm like, hey yo, I'm getting up to some bad shit right now. Can I self pass them while I'm looking for these stairs?
So they're currently in the armory. The room next to the office is his quarters, and then there's like a little hallway, and then the armory's there. But if you want, you can like stealth check and then enter the bedroom area.
Yes.
His
Be
quarters.
aware of Reva's passive perception.
Yeah. I mean, she has
Yeah.
like a plus 13 or
I
whatever
don't
the
think
fuck.
that's.
Yeah.
I don't think that'll be a problem for me.
Yeah,
as
so
I,
you-
Her passive is 23.
Damn.
What?
It's 23.
Yeah, so
Why
you...
is her passive 23? That's not possible, is it? Do you have like some sort of special thing?
She took like a feat, and she's already got a really high passive, and
Yeah, so I have
Yeah.
proficiency in perception and so yeah, proficiency in perception. I have a +4 to my wisdom, and then I also took the observant feat, which gives me a +5 to my passive perception and investigation. Also, I can read lips.
yeah.
Okay, well, I try to sneak in, right?
So you go in the
Yes.
into the, you go in Clemens' quarters. You're looking around for a staircase. You don't see a staircase. There's, some leavings.
Questionable things.
There's some questionable objects in Clemens' quarters. Well, Clemren's old quarters. It's now Marco's quarters, and Marco has a different lifestyle than Clemren.
He's
I'll
a
tell you
gay
that,
man.
tell you that much. There's
He's gay.
Are these, now, can I tell that these are Marcos or?
there are
They have rainbows on them.
there are underwear strewn about the floor, a couple of pairs. You don't know if Tabaxi wear underwear. You probably could ask them. But yeah, at the
Don't
end
yell,
of the
I'm just
hallway,
kidding.
at the end of the hallway, you see
Not your business, not his preference.
at the end of the hallway, you see standing like adjacent the doorway to the vault. You see a tall man in armor escorting two people, Reva and a cat tabaxi, like a brownish cat tabaxi.
Would Raven notice Rosetta?
Well,
Not
I was gonna
not
be
yet.
like,
Soon, maybe.
Soon. Okay. Okay. Continue.
I was gonna be like whispering in your head, Reva. Psst. What are you doing over there?
Right. I always keep forgetting. I can talk back, right?
No,
Nope.
I
No.
don't think so.
No talkie back. That's awakened
Okay.
mind. They can do that.
Right. Right. Okay. So Raven will just turn around, like what was that? Oh, it's Zeta. She's around here somewhere, and she'll just look around and see where she is.
So Reva's like looking at Marco, and you turn around and you sort of look around, and skulking in the darkness, you see a tiny rat-like creature. and in this moment, we see Rosetta's like stealth pose. She has like her knees bent. She's to the ground, and that's where
I've
we.
got my like elbows like at the height of my shoulders, but my arms dangling down as I'm like up against the wall with like my shoulders and my ears. Yeah.
And in this moment, Reva's like, she sees that, and then as she looks away, we cut back to Wolfsbane and wherever he is.
God damn it! Oh my god!
Where is Wolfsbane?
I'm sorry, but there's no more stealthing for Raven.
I don't really know.
I mean, I gave away my position.
Because I'm assuming
you left-
he like would
yeah,
go to
so
meet
you-
up with
you-
Reva.
you
to
left
get
the
into
Outlaws.
vault.
You left the Outlaws and you wanted to go straight to the vault. So you climb. You see some heads outside of the main entrance. Severn, that Mantis librarian, a cat tabaxi, and then Clemren's head is mounted prominently above the doorway. And then you walk up to the top. Then where do you go?
I guess I'd look for Reva because Reva will get me in there.
Okay. Yeah, so you walk to the 9th floor. Theta, you were buying some cheese. What do you do? What kind of cheese do you buy? How much cheese do you buy? 6? Hello? 6 has left, I guess.
Also, I'm gonna say, I might have to leave early, like midnight, like 12ish, so like in the next hour or whatever, just because I worked tonight and then I worked tomorrow all day and then Sunday all day, and it's peak season, so I'm tired.
Alright, so you make it up to the 9th floor. You see an office open, like the office door you see open, and you hear some very distant talking.
I walk,
Where do you walk?
talking.
You go towards the talking, okay. Rosetta, what do you do after Reva sees you?
I'm just there, like, yo, what are you doing over there? I'm still like hiding from like Tabaxi Buddy, but like, yeah, I'm just like, yo, what's going on?
I mean, Reva can't
I think that's
respond.
fair.
Reva can't respond without, you know, letting Marco know that there's someone that she's talking to, right?
You know, so okay, sorry, I was trying to talk.
Okay.
Sorry, continue. I was muted though.
Okay. And I was if I realize this, I'm gonna be like, just give me a sign if I should stay hiding.
Reva will like if Marco's talking to somebody.
Yeah, he's currently prattling on about the procedure that he took to drop the barrier before, and how if that happened, then a lot of people would be dead because the entire room was full of like civilians.
Yeah, no, she'll just put a hand on his shoulder, like kind of like a gesture, like she'll be right back. And she's gonna go over to where Rosetta's hiding and just stare at her.
Okay.
Okay. I'm staring back. Who the fuck? Who the fuck?
And you know, she'll just go like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
I'm sneaking. But am I cool to come out? I don't know who those are.
Yes, I don't know why you're sneaking. I know them, so I suppose if you wanted to, you can come out of hiding. Not that you're hiding very well.
Hey, I'm trying my best, okay?
Anyways.
It's funny because it's actually a pretty good roll.
It is a good roll.
It is a good roll, but like the average person wouldn't know, but Reva, she always knows. But anyways, yes, you may as well just come on out.
I'm gay.
Fix, how much cheese do you buy?
And what kind?
A pound, and it's Gouda.
A pound of Gouda cheese. Alright, that costs 5 silver.
Whoa. So you just buy like
So
a
after
quarter
you
of a
buy
cheese wheel.
after you buy a pound of cheese and some weird books,
I have a perfect amount of silver for this. That's so good.
Alright. Where do you go after you buy your cheese?
Cheese, grommet.
Cheese, whatever you want.
I don't know. Now that I reminded myself of it, I guess I'll go to the ye old convenience store and fucking buy pads. I don't know. What's everybody else?
What?
Oh, jeez.
Like, I know the necklace is bleeding, but like, what?
I am a pussy, idiot.
Yikes.
I think in this day and age, they probably just use rags.
I don't want to think about that part of the game.
Blood rag.
You know, I'm not gonna mention
Everybody
this
thought
now,
it was
but it's
weird
very-
that Beta
it's
had
very
bloody
ironic.
rags all over his room, but actually, perfectly lore-friendly explanation.
Fucking.
Yeah, I guess
Why?
he's gonna wander until somebody finds him.
You just wander the city?
Yeah, he knows
Oh
that the
my
plot will guide him.
Okay. Yeah, roll a d10.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, good. Yeah, thanks. So, Reva and Rosetta.
Mhm.
Are you hiding still, Rosetta?
No, if she says I'm cool to come out, I'm gonna come out.
Okay, yeah, so you're like talking, and then as you're talking, you realize that Wolfsbane has been standing behind you this whole time.
Ah! Big fella, how did you sneak up on me?
Well, you're not very good at sneaking yourself.
I take the hide action.
Actually, you can't even see her. You're just approaching Reva, and you're like, wait. Hey,
Yeah,
Rosetta.
but I'm gonna play it off like I knew she was there.
Yeah, you hear the shadows talk.
And you can see Reva just signing to a wall or something. I don't know. To the shadows.
Yeah.
No,
I blend
Rayla.
in with the shadows.
I want money.
Sorry, wait,
Well, go get some.
what was Wolfsbane saying?
Go earn
I
some.
want money. Where's the vault?
Go earn some.
The vault's over there, but before you try anything, it's magically guarded.
Reva, you hear Marco approaching you
Mm-hmm.
from behind.
I become the shadows again.
Okay, your last stealth check pans out then. So you hide in like a corner, or like what do you do?
No, I just blend in again.
Uh,
Yeah, no, Reva definitely sees that out of the corner.
Hides in Wolfsbane's shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wolfsbane, you lose sight of her. Clemrin, or no, not Marco. Clemrin
Marco.
2.0 appears behind Reva. It's like, hey, can I get through? What's all this talking? Who are you talking to?
Just it's just some allies.
Oh, hey there, big guy.
Oh, he's locked on.
You see Marco. Wolfsbane.
I'm just gonna look down at him and raise an eyebrow.
Yeah, you haven't
Like Dwayne
been.
The Rock Johnson?
I don't think you've met Marco yet. Yeah, it's like a yellow orange cat tabaxi.
Nah, I don't say anything. I just raise my eyebrow.
So what's going on here? What's the deal? Sorry about the vault. I mean, you know, I would give you stuff from it. You know, you helped us and all that, but like, can't really open it. So there's that.
Right. Rosetta, you may as well come on out.
That's minor illusion, and I want to make fake cat ears to mimic Marco.
Does that have somatic components? Or does that have verbal, or like, will that cancel stealth?
Let's see. Like as I'm canceling my stealth, like as
Okay.
I'm coming out and like appearing, I just want to appear as with cat ears.
You see his tail go up, and he jumps back a little bit.
Yeah, it has schematic.
Yeah, you see.
So I'm just gonna. I don't know. Yeah, see.
Yeah, so you come out of stealth. He, like, you see his tail raise above his like neckline. He jumps back a bit. It's like, I didn't see you there. How you doing?
Hey
Well,
there, scaredy cat.
Who the fuck are you? Why are you in my house?
This allow me for introductions. This is Rosetta, that's Wolfsbane. There's also one named Theta. I don't know where they are.
Yes, I'm Rosetta Meow.
Are you mocking me?
I point at my ears, my kitty cat ears now.
You know that's fucking racist, right?
Don't take too much offense to it. But anyways, Wolfsbane, you were referring to money coin. I was attempting to tell you before everything just happened that before you came here and before I saw Rosetta, I was attempting to remove the barrier of the vaults, but it would seem magically guarded. And
By
Marco
what?
here, you don't see the barrier?
Big fucking firewall. You know, like
Yeah,
She
no
dropped
shit, it's
the-
a giant firewall. But
no, she dropped the
something made a
barrier.
giant firewall.
She dropped the barrier, and like some fire came out of the bars or something. It singed my little toes, and he like picks up his paw. It's like, look, it's singed. You see cat hair and like burnt cat hair. It smells terrible.
Yeah, it smells terrible. I want to go up to the barrier.
It hums
Before you
with a
try
magical.
anything, just be aware.
Yeah.
I believe Severin has something to do with the barrier, but this one, after I had tried to prevent his death, went and killed him anyways.
Well, how
Yeah.
heckin' dare? You needed him, and yet you killed him.
Yeah, I'm trying to be a king here.
Anyways, wait, Severin. Huh? Yeah, he had something to do with this door?
I don't know, that was my guess. He's always the magic type.
My memory fades back, and I'm like, oh, the last time I saw Severin. Okay. And I'm gonna say, like, whatever he taught me in Celestial.
Mhm.
I want to see if that does anything.
So, Reva, you're standing by, like, the quarters, right? Like Clembrun's room? Or
Yeah,
Marco's room, I guess.
Yeah, she will turn around and see what Rosetta's doing.
Rosetta, the door behind you closes.
What?
Yeah, there's a stone door, like, it's a wall that phrase closes. Like when you say it.
Oh. Okay, so there's just a wall now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Where, behind me, or like
Behind
the
you.
wall, like?
So you're in
Okay.
you're shut in a stone room with the barrier. You hear it humming. In the corner, as you like do a side glance, you realize that painting you saw before is missing.
What painting I've seen before? I've never been here before.
You crept into here before. You crept into the quarters and saw past the doorway, and you like peeked in. You're like, ooh, painting, and then you left.
Oh.
Yeah, so there was a painting on an easel beside the vault that was covered. The painting is gone, but the easel still stays.
Is there anything special about the easel? Are there like any markings or anything?
It looks like a regular easel from where you're standing.
Okay. So what I know is that I have now trapped myself in between a wall and a wall with a door.
And a wall.
And
So
another wall.
so you
and a
spoke
wall.
you spoke the phrase, the door just, the door closed, essentially, and now you're in the room with the vault, and yeah, you're alone, quiet.
Oh, I'm alone in the vault?
Yes.
Sick.
Well, not in the vault, but in the vault room.
Oh, I'm just like outside the door.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
the phrase that you spoke closed the like pass through that was allowed between the vault and the quarters.
Okay.
Reva, the door closed, and it got a lot quieter and less reverberating in this room. Marco goes, "What? She's not gonna fucking steal anything, is she? I don't even know the word. Fuck, what was his name?"
Wait, what was happening?
And he like looks at the guard. What was that guy's name? He knew the word. What was the? Do you remember?
I just like call Marco down. She'll just say whatever. I believe it was just open celestial. I believe was that.
Yeah, you tried that before. It seemed to have been a different word.
She's not gonna steal anything, as far as I know. I believe she was just attempting something. And can Reva just like knock on the wall and see if Rosetta can hear?
Yeah,
like,
you
that
knock
from the other side.
You knock on the stone. Rosetta, you do not hear a knock. It is a stone wall.
Lovely.
Okay, I'm gonna investigate the door. See what the hell is up with it.
Which door?
The door into the vault.
Like the one guarded by the barrier?
Yeah.
Well, you can't really reach the door. The barrier is like in front of the bars.
Okay, you're gonna have to draw this out for me.
Okay.
Like, just draw some lines.
Sure. So, in the ocean to the east, there is a box. In this box, there is a vault.
Wait. In the east. Never eat. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So
So this is the vault.
yeah.
Okay. This is Clement's quarters.
Yes.
This is the hallway. Sorry.
Yeah. So little Rosetta is like right here, and Rayuba's like right here, and Wolfsbane's like right here.
The little is implied. And you say it.
Implied. Yeah. So the
Okay, so
barrier.
what I said, just close this door.
Yeah.
But I can still like get to the door to the vault, right? And then and look and see what the hell's going up with it.
It's currently behind a barrier.
Yeah. Okay. So, am I allowed to investigate the barrier?
Sure. Make a Arcana check.
Ah.
It's like blue and clear. It's like you can see through it, but you can't really. Yeah.
Could I help Rosetta by spending a destiny point?
Yeah, sure.
I was gonna be like, can I use say open in Celestial?
Open sesame.
Do
Do you
It's
know
like
Celestial?
something.
No, I just know what he taught me.
You don't actually know if that is what he said. You don't speak Celestial.
Oh, okay.
He just says something in Celestial. So yeah, so you spent a destiny point. So you reach towards the barrier, you touch it with your hand, and you're like, I got nothing, boss. And then Reva spends a destiny point. How do you change your actions? Like, what do you think of? What do you do?
Rosetta.
What? You're the one
Okay.
spending the destiny point. I don't know what.
No, you have to explain what your character does differently to pass.
Yeah, I'm spending a destiny point to help you, but like, it's not like Reva could like can see what you're doing because you closed the door.
Yeah, so what do you
I don't
what does
know what I'm doing.
what does Rosetta do differently that allows her to pass the roll?
I've
It's entirely narrative. Make it up.
I pull out my pearl and I guess identify.
No, you passed the roll. So like, what do you think of? Is there a prior experience where you dealt with the barrier like this? I don't know. Do you do you decide to use your knowledge instead of your intuition?
Yeah, I think on the books I've read in like the secret dungeon books, because
Yeah.
dungeoneering, yeah.
Yeah. So
Friendship with Severin.
it seems like there's a barrier of force blocking your way into the vault. You can't really see the gate either. You feel like it's perpetually renewing itself, sort of like it's getting stronger and then it ebbs for a little while and it gets stronger again.
I think it's a recharge.
Yeah, it happens, once every couple seconds.
Okay, well I'm gonna follow the barrier around. I just want to like look around it, see if there's like if I can find a source for this barrier or if it's inside, presumably.
Yeah, so it feels almost like it gets stronger like around the edges, like here and here. Like the sides, I
Okay.
mean. It gets
So, like,
stronger like in the middle of the
here?
sides. Make a investigation check.
Thank you, something I'm good at. Oh my god. Come on, dice, don't deceive me now.
Get a 1.
Never change.
27.
There you go.
You sense the origin of the barrier to be like that-ish. Like it gets stronger in that way. You feel the strength where it like comes out whoops. See, the barrier feels stronger towards the centers, like I said, basically. Like that's where you feel the origin point is probably somewhere in there.
I just sit down at this point and I'm like, fuck, I don't know how to solve this puzzle. I don't know how to get into the vault. Oh, I have to.
Reva, Marco looks towards you. He says, do you know how to open this fucking door? You were like doing all sorts of research about the uprising, right? So like you probably know, right?
I know that it's another word in Celestial, as with most hidden doors in this place. I would have to guess this was something Rosetta had learned from Severin, if, well, he was the magical type.
Is Wolfsbane doing anything?
If they haven't figured out how to open it yet, then probably not.
Okay. Yeah,
And
so...
I think I'm actually gonna go because I am on the verge of passing out, and I don't want to accidentally pass out, and then that's how I leave. So I'm gonna leave on my own turn, then pass out.
Okay, sure.
Because yeah, sorry, I'm just too fucking tired.
Alright, so, yeah, do you guys do anything? Like, what happens here?
Well, Reva
I'm
can't do
just in
anything.
between the walls.
Yeah, Reva can't do anything because Rosetta won't open the door.
I'm sitting there with casting prestidigitation, and I'm like drawing out like mathematical formulas and like the
Mhm.
vaults and like arcane runes, whatever. Like just being like calculations, drawing it all out.
Okay, make an intelligence save.
Okay.
You said the words and the door closed. Maybe if you say them again and they'll open? Like the door will open? Who knows?
Yeah, I assumed that too. Alright, well, she'll say it. She'll say it again. She'll say it again. After she's done drawing it all out, drawing out her mathematical equations on,
Okay.
the fucking barrier.
How long would you say this works? Or this, like, takes for the door to close and the door to open?
Probably like, to draw this all out, probably like 20, 30 minutes.
So you guys are standing there for, like, 20 minutes. Do you do anything in the meantime, Reva?
No, she's just standing there waiting for Rosetta to open the door.
Okay. In the meantime, Marco has sent his guard away to find the person that he thinks knows the word to open the door. And about 15 minutes after that happens, the door opens and you see Rosetta sitting on the floor, scrawling magical stuff on the floor.
She'll walk in, and
Huzzah! I have not figured it out.
yes, I can see that. Can Reva make an Arcana check to see if the barrier is even celestial in nature, like many of the other doors around?
Yeah, yeah, you could do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
20, oops, I forgot to have the guidance on. Let me roll that d4. 21.
It seems like a magical object is creating this barrier. It's not like the others. And with your passive perception, you're like, it's probably like a magical object or something, right? And you see a diagram on the floor that Rosetta's sketched out of the vault, basically what we're looking at right now, of the vault and like the circle that she felt the energy of the, of the barrier sort of protrude out. and you're like, yeah, that makes sense. And in the middle of the vault, on the floor, you see one tile of the vault is a different like material than the others.
Okay. Huh. So, if Marco is there, she'll relay that information. See, I don't know if there's anything Rava can do from
Can you relay this
outside.
information to me?
Good
Yeah, I
question.
suppose she would.
Okay, Rosetta's gonna look around on the floor and see if she can find a matching tile.
No, everything else except for that one tile in this room is the same color stone.
It's like within the vault, right?
Yeah. I mean, the
Okay.
floor inside of the vault and outside of the vault are the same. It's just that one tile inside. It's like a slightly more new color of stone. Sort of like less faded.
Okay.
And with that, Rosetta has given up. She throws up her hands and just walks out.
Yeah, I know, right? That's exactly how I feel.
Okay, wait. So when Rava cast a spell magic, like between there were like 6 seconds where she could like do something, yeah.
This time.
So theoretically, if she were to cast it again, would you say those 6 seconds are enough to where she could, like, I don't know how big this barrier is to like to get in between the barrier. I don't know, because it doesn't seem, unless I'm thinking about this wrong, it's not like a solid.
There is a little bit of an air gap. It's probably only like 6 or 7 inches, though. I mean, maybe
Okay.
I think you would have like disadvantage on the dex save if you would like try to squeeze yourself in that. I know, well, Rava wouldn't fit, but Rosetta may fit. She would have disadvantage on the dex save.
I'll do it. If you make me part of this, as I'm like walking away, throw up my hands, I'm walking away.
She'll like or like put your hand on your shoulder like just before you walk away.
Yeah.
And Rava will explain that I don't believe that I'd fit, but if you could, so there is a small gap between the barrier and the door.
Rosetta, what do you have
because
on?
I'm a halfling.
Like, what are your character?
And I'm short.
Do you have
That's
a
not what I'm referring to.
But yeah, it's okay.
Regarding your
Fine.
strengths.
Rava, Rosetta, do you have lockpicking tools on you currently?
I do.
Good. All right, just checking before we take the damage. All right.
Marco, you might want to steer clear. You don't want your paws to get burned again.
It's like, you don't have to tell me twice. Good luck with that. And he walks the fuck out.
All right, let's see where all my shortcomings lead us.
Get it?
Rosetta, I need you to be ready to.
I'm already doing like stretches and squats. Like, yeah, got this. Yes, and be ready.
God.
Oh no.
Rava will like
Now just remember, if the fire comes out of the floors, you got to do a jump, and then I do like a funny little jump to give you inspiration.
Wait, okay, cool.
That's great. That's great.
Wait, I forget, what can inspiration be used on?
Bardic inspiration. I think it saving throws, checks, and attacks.
Skills. Okay. Because I
Any
might
of your
need
rolls, you add another roll.
Pretty much anything, I think.
And I think it's an extra 1d8 now.
Okay. So yeah, Rava will she knows what's so wait, was it like, so did the fire like run through the floor? Is that what was happening? Or did it just like blast like in front of her?
Sorry, what was that? I was reading.
So So when the fire hit when she first cast the spell magic, was that like running through the floor, or was that like
It was like like
What
on
happened?
the floor. It was like running
okay.
across the floor, almost like napalm, almost.
Okay, then yeah.
Also,
Why?
you did
Sorry,
see.
oh, there we go. Now it's
Also,
back.
you did see inside of the barrier as it was like regenerating. It sort of like laid on the floor a bit. So it's not like
Okay.
it doesn't go away immediately. It's sort of
Right.
it falls down from the top of the gate.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Then okay. So Reva could so easily like escape from this by flying.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
So she she kind of like lifts for a second, just hovering, flapping, whatever, and then she is casting spell magic again at 4th level.
All right.
So
Let's get that roll.
Yep.
Is
Oh
it
yeah,
disadvantage?
wisdom.
Oh.
Wisdom. Wisdom.
Wisdom.
18. Yeah, I don't.
So you
yeah, I would-
touch the barrier and you
So
cast the
am
spell
I-
magic and you're ready for Rosetta to run on through and
Oh, no, wait. Am I okay? I don't know if you'll allow it, but if I could use, what's it called? The bardic inspiration on that roll.
Technically, you could, yeah.
Is it? Hold
But
on.
it's like before you know the outcome.
Yeah, you have to
Does it-
spend it before
yeah.
you know the outcome.
Yeah, and then that's why I'm like trying to interrupt you before you say anything.
Hmm.
So could I use it? Because I think it's just ability checks. Because there's technically no skill check in D&D. It's just what we call it, and the ability checks are just checks you make with your ability score or whatever this skill check is associated with the ability.
Just. Yeah, it is ability check. So yeah, you can use it.
Cool. And it's a D8, right?
Yeah.
There, 18 plus 7.
Okay, yeah. So the barrier drops. What do you do?
I jump in.
Okay, where do you jump in? Like, at what part of the barrier?
Wherever she told me to. Wherever she saw that little small little area.
So
Yeah, whatever the small space
so
was.
the gate, right? So you would go in front of the gate, then try
Yeah.
to squeeze yourself in front. Do you get started lockpicking right now or later? Because it's locked when you touch it.
Like immediately, as soon as I can get through to it, I would.
Okay. Yeah, it's a very tight squeeze. At first, you have a lot of difficulty with the lock-picking process. Also, it seems to be a very well-made lock. And in this short amount of time that it's taken for your assessment and to get inside, the gout of flame erupts. Make a dex save at disadvantage.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Whoops. That was my thieves' tools. Dexterity. 12.
You fail, and you take 5 fire damage. Wow, that's a
Not
great roll.
bad.
That's a great roll. Shit.
Exactly, it's a great roll.
Laying at the base of the floor is a like sort of pool of napalm-like flame. Seems to be slowly subsiding, but it's burning the fuck out of your toes.
I'm just trying to thieves to pick this.
Yeah, so that was your roll for your thieves' tools.
Yeah, so technically it'd be the 22, because I don't think that'd be at disadvantage.
Right. 1 second.
We're working together for once.
Yeah, for once.
When
Oh
has
my
the party ever
goodness.
done that?
When have we ever worked as a team?
Right?
Okay. Yeah, so you go to like insert your pick into the like lock in front of the cage, and it sort of resists at first, almost like it's repelling. It's very, very, very difficult for you. It's probably the hardest lock you've ever picked, but after a little bit of time, it clicks.
Yes.
And you open the gate. What do you
And
do?
I do a barrel roll in. Yeah.
Alright. So that was your action. Now what do you do?
Bonus action, barrel roll.
Yeah.
Barrel to that tile.
As you're going inside, the gate locks. And it slams shut.
Okay. I'm gonna barrel roll to the center and click the tile.
So the tile is in the floor. It's just a different color of stone. When you press on it, nothing happens. It feels like the floor.
Okay,
Reva,
I'm gonna
you see...
investigate this fucking tile.
Yeah, so you see her go in, and, you know, everything happened. The fire is slowly, still slowly dissipating. It'll probably be there for a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, so you want to investigate the tile.
Yeah. Why the fuck is it a different color, I think?
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Oh, lucky.
Nah.
Oh,
Oh.
fucker.
Okay. Can
You
I
can't...
use my other destiny points?
I will use my last destiny
Oh,
point. Use it if
okay.
you want. It's okay, it's okay. This one's on
Okay.
me.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're scrambling around. The sound of the fire and the burning of your feet are slowly, you know, making you lose your conscience or conscious. How do you change this failure into a success?
I just start investigating it harder and I just start playing with it. I'll like bang on it in certain areas. I'll put my ear to the ground and bang. I'll like, yeah.
So I think that's worth a +3, which is not enough to pass the DC I had in my head.
I did not mean to click that.
Yeah, you got a 15. The DC I was shooting for was higher than that because it is somewhat. It's not exactly in the open, so
That's
you're
fine.
not quite able to figure out what's going on with that. It's just different color. There's not really much of an edge there.
That's fine.
You can't figure out, like, around you is a bunch of items in this vault.
Yeah, I look around the room. I'm just gonna bask in like the sights and be like, oh, this is what's in here,
Would Rava to grab Rita's attention, to not get distracted by the items yet, since she's kind of stuck in there.
Yeah.
Because like,
Go ahead. What? I said go ahead.
Oh no, I mean, she was just trying to grab your attention and like, I don't know. Cause I don't know if sound can pass the barrier, not that Rava can stick anyways.
You never really, you're not sure. Do you test it?
She'll, if Rava's grabbed Riz's attention, just like point to like the bracelet on her wrist. Or like Rava point to her wrist, indicating to like the wristlet like on your wrist, which I think was the telepathy thing, to see if that works in terms of
Rosetta,
communication.
when the barrier went back up, you lost attunement to all magical items you are currently holding.
Ah.
Oh, I like put my fingers to my head, and like I'm like trying to think messages to you.
Not working apparently.
But nothing's
Nice.
working. Yeah. So I just dwindle my fingers, look around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's some items around.
Yeah.
Mainly like weaponry. There's some.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a crossbow, a battle axe, a javelin, uh, an empty spot where a warhammer would have went.
Are there like any shelves or anything that Rosetta may or may not be able to go hide?
What?
Why hide?
You're kind of like you're on like a petri dish right now. It's very well lit in there, and there's really not a lot of cover. You're kind of just in there. It's almost starting to look like a prison cell.
Fine. I'm just walking around. I'm like, well, damn. Well, there's no way for me to hide, so there's no way I can steal in front of fucking Reva.
Not that you could. I mean, how are you gonna get out anyways?
In the corner, like, so this corner, you see a suit of armor.
Mm-hmm.
You could swear it's looking at you. You're not
I
sure.
do like my weird pose. I'm gonna like quickly like bend my knees, get into a weird pose quick, point some like finger guns at it, and be like, "What you looking at?" Yeah, I'm just acting weird in this room because Rosetta's like, "Well, I probably can't figure this one out. Let's just stick around, entertain myself. Will I?"
Okay. Yeah, so Reva, you're watching Rosetta point finger guns at a set of armor in the corner and look around and act weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Okay, wait. This This would be an odd use of the spell, but based on the text, theoretically, I mean, it could Reva, because I don't know if it's a spell or whatever it's or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like go near the barrier and cast Leomund's tiny hut. Because so all of the creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. Spells and other magical effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it, but it's a 10-foot radius.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
Creative to almost like
Yeah, it's a good idea. Let me think.
do you want me to put the spell text?
No, I know what Lehman's does. It's
Oh, oops. Well, did it anyways. Whoops.
Yeah. So you're standing next to the hut. You're standing next to the vault, and you cast the spell.
Mm-hmm. And so theoretically, if she were to cast it and it went through the barrier,
Mm-hmm.
then
It
there
did
might
not.
be like a small crawl space.
So the dome sort of starts at the bottom of the outside of the vault, goes up to the very top, and as it reaches the top, you look over and you realize on the other side there is no dome
Damn.
of force. It seems to be making like a semicircle now, or a quarter semicircle now.
Okay, and is the barrier still in that space, or
It goes right up to the edge of the barrier as it raises.
so there is a space that Reva could.
Well, after the barrier is raised is when this is happening. So you go up to the edge of the barrier and cast the spell, and it doesn't protrude past the barrier. It's only outside of the barrier.
Damn. Well, it was worth a shot. So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go around and just find something to play with. Like, I don't know, if there's like a couple of daggers that I can just pick up and then just start doing like...
There's a very fancy looking decanter. You like smell it, and it smells like milk. You put it down and You reach over and there's some like glasses. Look like Poindexter like Coke bottle glasses, and you put them on and you can see things a little bit clearer. You're not sure exactly what they do.
Yeah.
There's like a stone. It's got like
So,
weird runes on it. You're not sure what
so
it
yeah, I
does.
swap out my glasses that I'm already wearing, and I put on those glasses, and I walk out, then I walk around the room.
Mhm.
And he's sorry, you were describing another item.
Yeah, the effects are barely noticeable. Yeah, there's some other like miscellaneous armor that's like not magical. A few bracers, a bag of some sorts, like leather, about the size of a purse. That's about it.
Any daggers anywhere?
Yeah, there's a dagger, next to the like place where the warhammer was that Wolfsbane took.
I'm gonna grab the dagger, and then you're just gonna watch Rosetta as she like does rolls, does a couple of swings, does like a couple of fake dodges. She's just now just doing
Feels a little heavy, unbalanced.
Okay, well she's just gonna keep like practicing with it and see if she can get the hang of handling it.
Yeah.
I'm just sparring with the air now.
Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Because the thought passes that you think these things are magical. You know that you saw Reva cast this spell. You're not sure if this is exactly what that is, but there's a spell that you've heard of that like blocks all magic inside of it, and you think this is what it is, or it suppresses the magic inside of it. And you don't think you'll be able to attune to any new items while in here, and these magic items are suppressed.
Okay, yeah, and I'm just gonna walk around and be like, okay, well, I've played with some stuff, I've got some stuff in my hands and on my face, and I'm just walking around seeing if I can find like any levers or switches or. I gave it some time. I dicked around, and I'm like, okay, well, fuck, I need to get out of here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, make a another investigation check, I guess.
Ew, 14.
So you're, looking at both the thing in the floor and like sort of glancing back at the lock in the door, and you see that there is like a patch on, or like a hatch on the back of the like lockbox of the gate, and it does appear that you can just lockpick it again, or if you wanted to, you could reach past the, what do you call it, like the gates, whatever. They're thin enough that probably a normal person's wrists couldn't get through it and lockpick, but you probably could if you want to get out.
But then there's the issue of the bear. Sorry,
Yeah.
out of character.
Yeah, that's another thing.
So you kind of have to figure out what to do with the barrier.
Also,
I go up to the door where.
Since you seem to like casting the prestidigitation spell, you can't cast anything in here.
Okay. Yeah, I just go up. I go up to the door, or like the gate that I just came through, and be like, well, we figured out a way to get me in. It is up to you to figure out a way to get me out.
Can Reva actually hear this, or?
So you see a little halfling creature approach the gate. Her mouth is moving, but you hear no words.
Okay, that's what I figured.
It's like you hear like mumbled, bassy tones coming through the barrier, but like you can't hear words.
Okay, so Raven can draw pictures. in her book.
Rosetta, you know sign language.
She's going to die in there.
Oh yeah.
Rosetta, you know
Yeah,
sign
I know
language.
sign language, but yeah, I would wait
Oh my
out
God,
and see if she
you-
responds. See if she seems to hear me. If she doesn't seem to hear me, I was either gonna draw a pic or like pull out a sheet of paper and ink. But I do know sign language. I may as well just fucking sign.
Raven
The
did
same
teach me sign
message.
language.
All right, what I was saying in sign language now is like, yeah, we figured out a way to get me in, but it's up to you to figure out how to get me out. And probably fast. I only have so much fucking fox meat on me to.
There's
myself.
something you need to do with that tile. I saw that you were looking at it earlier, but didn't seem to figure anything out.
Yeah, no, it's just a different colored shaped tile.
Have you tried looking at it more closely, or I don't know, underneath it?
Rosetta's wearing cool glasses.
I'm wearing cool glasses. Can you describe what the glasses look like? Can I dig up a picture of some cool glasses? And be like, that's
Good
what I'm
lord.
wearing. What is that style called?
Technically, they look like this, but I don't know. They're kind of those kind of look nerdy. So I'll let you do whatever.
Customize your glasses.
Wait, let me get to the actual proper chat. This chat. There's too many fucking Discord servers. Hey, that's kind of like... Okay, that's not too far off from what I was going to go for. I was going to go
there you go.
steampunk style.
Oh yeah, there you go. So, I mean, Reba just signs it.
I mean, the
You tried looking-
glasses aren't gonna do. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, regarding the sign language, Reba was just like, have you tried looking at it more closely? Have you tried checking underneath it? Underneath that one tile? Because Reba definitely determined that there was something up with that tile based on her Arcana check, and that...
Yeah.
I mean, she saw it with her passive.
Rosetta, do you go over and inspect the tile?
Yeah.
It's kind of all you can really do.
All right, so you look at the tile. It
I
seems to
adjust
be
my new glasses. And I
seems
look at
to
this
be
tile.
a floor. You know, it's like stone mortared in. It's like square bits of stone, mortar, like just surrounded by mortar.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what you see. You've already made 2 investigation checks, so I don't think you're going to be learning anything new, unless you like start physically experimenting with things.
Yeah,
Which
I
Reba did
will.
suggest. Maybe you can lift up the stone somehow. I don't know. Break it. I don't.
Yeah. 1 second. These actually... I still went nerdy. If it sends, there we go.
At least the vault isn't a jar.
I mean, she's like a small halfling. She could breathe.
I mean, I could turn into an octopus, you know, and just fucking myself out of the jar. So yeah, what do I have on hand? Yeah. Apparently, I still have a pickaxe.
You got. Just gonna start breaking the floor, mining the floor.
Yeah, I like sit down with like my bag and I open up my bag and I'm like going through it and I'm like I pull out a fucking pickaxe, okay?
Right.
But I
Like
still
just
have-
intelligence.
So you're gonna hit
It's
the
good if it's
hit
a
the
good
floor.
idea to break it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking like okay.
All right. So you take your pickaxe,
Keepo, off to work we go.
make an athletics check.
8.
Okay. It wasn't to determine if you could, it's just how long. So you see Rosetta swinging her little pickaxe. you start
You-
thinking to
you
yourself,
hear me
hi
saying
ho,
Snow White
hi ho,
looking.
off to work we go, and she's swinging her fucking pickaxe like one of the little seven dwarves, and
Oh my
finally
God.
you see the tile in the floor crack. And now I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay.
I'll be right
Cool. See, working together. I knew it would come in handy that Rava taught you sign language.
Yeah.
We're working together on this one. Oh, good lord. Because I mean, I can't say what the DM would do, but with how much he has like planned for like your character, I imagine I don't think he's just gonna leave you stuck in the vault. We're getting in this vault somehow.
Right.
And like
Oh,
I can like
I
it's
can't-
understandable that we
what?
couldn't
How
just take
did my
everything.
earbuds get.
Sorry, what? What about your earbuds?
Alright, now I can hear. It was stuck somehow. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Dogs! Stop ripping up your toys! Sorry, my dog is being a menace.
It's okay.
He's a cute menace, but a menace nonetheless.
Is that what I heard in the background when someone was like, good boy?
Yeah, that was my dad. He was like playing with him.
What? That sounds like a fucking female. Oh my goodness, your dad sounds like a
Well,
girl.
okay, no. So my mom and dad were out there. They were both playing with him.
Was that your dad?
I don't know. I mean, they're both out there. They were both playing with him, so at the time.
And so the stone
Let's go fold
cracks
some laundry.
open.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
DM. Welcome back.
And beneath you see a small golden key slotted into a sort of orb-like object. It seems to be put on a pedestal that is like submerged into the ground.
Well, that must not be it. Oh, I keep going.
So you swing the pickaxe again.
No, I'll take the key.
So you... This is very important. Do you turn the key?
It's already put in something?
The key is slotted into a white orb.
Make it. No, I'm not gonna medicate, but like...
I want to identify what the fuck this orb is. Is it similar to the orbs that we've seen?
You cast you cast
Aha.
identify?
No, because magic don't work.
Exactly.
I want to history check and be like, oh, does this look like something I've seen before? Is this relative?
I'll allow you to make a
Or-
history check if you like.
Okay.
Please make this.
I assume that means like history was not the one to go for. But 16.
So you think back to a time that you may have heard about something like this, or experienced something like it.
I read a lot of myths about this place.
Yeah, none of them were this, sadly. Yeah, it seems to be a, like, 6-inch in diameter orb, like white quartz, almost marbly kind of substance. The key entryway is, like, surrounded by a slight gold trim, and the key is, like, sort of bronze colored.
Rava will send to you, and if you see it's because I assume Rava can see that she's like staring at something. Yeah.
If you fly up, you can see down into the cage. The little rat cage that, she's in.
Okay. Then yeah, she'll. Yeah, I mean, if she can do that, then yeah, she has flying for like an hour. I don't know how long to.
Yeah.
If she sees that, maybe not a history check, but an arcana check to see if
Sure.
to like determine what it may be.
Yeah. I mean, it's obviously like the central point of this power.
It definitely is. And it's already turned, right, to some degree.
It's hard to determine a orientation on this thing. It's a facetless object, so
Okay.
can't really say if it's turned one way or the other. So the key is currently facing, or it's like, which one? Let me. So it's like
Draw
this.
more pictures.
Wait, you can't see the arrow, can you?
No, I can see it.
Good.
So the key is like facing this
I know.
way. Right now, it seems like
Okay.
it seems like it can be turned in some way. You're not sure which.
Okay.
You haven't interacted with the key yet, so.
Right, I mean, she
turn
can't
it to
interact.
the right. No. I turn it to the left because righty
Oh, wait,
tighty
hold-
lefty loosey.
Oh, I was gonna make an Arcana check to see if like.
Yeah, make an Arcana
Um,
check. Go ahead.
Yeah. Could I use a Destiny point to, like in Reva's time, and perhaps maybe also Chroma's, sort of just like a brief community, like if she's seen anything like this before, or like if something were to happen, like if it was turned a certain orientation, like would something bad or good happen, that sort of thing.
Mhm.
I also need to roll the d4, but I'll do that like with afterwards.
Yeah. So you sort of see one future in which you're from your perspective, you see sort of nothing at all, pretty much. You see one perspective, like, and then it shifts, and you see sort of like more light in the like square hole that was left by the shards of stone being removed, and it sort of sparks a memory. Trying to think when you would have seen this.
I mean, okay, out of care. She's had a whole other past before this.
Yeah.
So maybe something her father may have done.
Yeah, so before we were in a sort of vault, we're now in kind of a quiet study. We see older
Yes,
man.
I'm sorry.
We see an older man sitting at a book, and all of a sudden we hear a knocking at a door, and he sort of looks up. He's like, "They're here. Come on, we need to light the barrier. It's time." And he runs, following. You can't see any faces in this. It's kind of a distant memory.
Right. And it's a
He
funny
climbs
thing
some
because
stairs. He climbs some stairs, and you realize that you're like in a bell tower of like white and blue stone, or like white stone, blue shingled, like castle in a city you've never seen before. And on a pedestal where this bell is, you see a bigger version of this. And out of the side is a sort of key. It's not exactly a key, it's more of a wheel in this scenario. It's a much bigger version of this.
Right.
And then make a history check
Okay.
to see how accurate the memory is.
And also a d4. Ha,
Okay.
10. Nice.
So
Great.
the camera like sort of looks at the man with the dark black hair, and it shows him exerting force, and the camera's like perspective changes, and you're not really able to see how far it goes, but he rotates it.
Okay. I assume with that check, I couldn't determine like what direction it was rotated.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, you couldn't determine the direction.
So, Fuck.
You know it was rotated. You're not sure what direction it was rotated in. The barrier was off, and then it was on after he rotated it.
Okay. She'll like try and like get out of her like stupor or whatever it was like when she had that memory.
It's sort of like a flashback. It really doesn't take that long.
Okay. And she will sign to Rosetta to so this is the direction it's turned to 50-50. So I guess to turn it so perspective to the left, right, or to the right. Its perspective is a bit off.
So oh jeez. So you're
The
like
perspective
outside of
is
here.
really hard.
You're like, turn it to the right or turn it to the left or whatever, and her perspective is probably different, but if you could say clockwise or counterclockwise, that'd probably be better.
Okay, then counterclockwise.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll indicate to turn it counterclockwise.
Mm-hmm. And what does Rosetta do?
It's the direction I was going for, because Friday Tidy Lefty Loosey, so I go counterclockwise.
So you grasp onto the key. It feels like loosely set in this keyhole. Sort of like it could be pulled out if you wanted it to.
Mm-hmm.
But you turn it right.
What?
But you turn it to the right?
I said counterclockwise.
Okay. Oh, it's the left.
Yeah, I said to the left.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. What? What? Was it supposed to be right?
So...
Uh-oh.
Wait, oh no, I'm dumb. I forget
What?
I apparently don't know my counterclockwise from my clockwise. I thought counterclockwise was right. Oh, you know what? Continue.
I mean, you couldn't really...
Continue.
You were kind of spitballing anyway. Couldn't really tell which direction.
Yeah, I know. It's a 50-50.
Yeah. Yeah, so... Rosetta turns the key to the left. And as you're turning it, the orb, like submerged in the thing, shatters, leaving only the key left in her hand. It sort of crumbles to dust. The barrier falls. But from the ceiling...
Oh boy.
No! No!
You see jets of flame
Oh no, Rosetta, die.
approach Rosetta.
Bonus action dodge.
You're gonna have to make a dex save.
Deck, do it. Your deck save
Oh
should be
no.
great.
Oh my god. Why did I roll this? So, please, yo, if this rolls bad,
Because you're making us go through hoops, DM.
Rosetta, what's your
To open
current health, Rosetta?
Not good. Not good for a level 9. Don't forget, I have no con.
What's your health right now?
42.
42 out of 42.
42 out of 47.
Okay.
I swear, if it's above like 8, like
All right.
like 90, whatever, Rosetta just instant dies. I'm gonna be so sad.
It is imminently possible that you die here.
Oh no.
Oh no!
10d10. 40 damage. You have 2 health. 2 health.
at all. Because I mean, I'm not supposed to know that, but you know.
Yeah, did my
Shit.
deck save? What did my deck save do? Nothing?
You passed, so you got 20 damage instead.
Okay.
So you got
Oh,
22.
thank fucking God. Okay. So I only took 20 damage instead of 40?
Uh-huh. And then that suit of armor starts to move.
Oh god, you
No!
open the door!
And I'd like you to roll initiative.
Should Rava also roll initiative? Because technically she could cast spells through the door, yeah? Because the barrier's gone.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll also roll initiative. Great, nice. 4. Well,
Okay.
it's a good
I
thing
still have this
Rava...
magic dagger in my hand.
Initiative from me?
Yo, she fucked up.
But hey, at least we can get into the vault now.
Sorry, I'm just recovering from what just happened.
So
Don't
wait,
worry,
so
guys.
things are down, the barrier's
On the
down?
top of the round, I will look around.
Wait, so
We're
wait,
riding
the barrier's
high.
down.
You didn't click your
I need
thing.
I need to understand.
Huh?
I need to understand what's going on. The barrier's down?
Uh-huh.
The barrier's down. The door's still locked, but Rava could cast spells through the door.
So I have magic now. The barrier's down.
Mm-hmm.
Theoretically.
Maybe.
I mean, I can't really say for sure.
Maybe.
Theoretically, you could also just die.
Oh,
Imagine if any of us had a goal for getting into the vault.
imagine if we fucking here we go.
Well, here we go. I knew there was something up with that suit of armor because at one point Rava did have a detect magic in this place.
Yeah, so the suits of armor outside of the thing were gone. But yeah. So the door is like right here. It's locked currently.
I know it's locked.
So this armor starts to move in the corner. The entire cage across is like 20 feet.
Okay, so cage 20 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, across?
Yeah.
Wait,
So
what cage?
the like vault cage is 20 feet, and then the vault room is like
Okay.
40.
Okay.
Can we get some battle music in here?
Yeah, where the fuck is my battle music?
Battle?
If I'm going to die, I need to die violently, and there
Don't
better be
worry,
some
you're
good
not gonna
music in
die.
the
Rava
background.
got
Open the
healing.
thing.
Open what thing?
Open the thing.
Open what thing?
Open the thing.
There we go.
Ah,
There it is.
there we go.
So you see the
Okay, now
the animated armor sort of breathe in new life.
Uh-oh.
What do you do?
I'm still grasping onto that magical dagger. Yes.
Yeah, but it's not. You're not attuned to it yet.
It's still a fucking dagger, even if I.
It is. Yes.
Yeah. Alright. Well, I am definitely going in fast with my blade flourish with a defensive flourish. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I run in and I'm gonna strike this suit of armor with this dagger I have in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
So, is it just a basic dagger? Do I treat it like a basic dagger?
Yes, for now.
Okay. So that's an 18 to hit.
It misses.
What? An 18 misses?
Uh-huh.
It's a suit
Okay.
of armor.
Wait.
It's a literal suit of armor.
Oh, that does extra damage. But do I? Okay, I'm still gonna roll my bardic inspiration because I use my defensive flourish, right? So I still get to add that to my
Yep.
AC.
Yeah.
Oh, you fucker! I
So you got a
only
1?
add 1 to my AC, and this gives me an extra 10 feet of movement, and so I'm running 35.
Are you?
Yeah.
The gate's locked. It's closed.
Oh.
You're in here.
Well, I fucking dashed to the
Welcome
fucking
to
lock.
the cage match.
You're in here for 20 minutes.
Cute armor. Did your boyfriend make it for you?
Gotta try and open that door.
Oh boy.
He said, okay, wait, what can I could do like almost anything with my bonus action because I'm a rogue, right? Because that gives me like...
Dash, disengage, and hide. You can't really hide here because there's not anything to hide behind. And the light's too
use
bright.
an item as my bonus action?
Yes. I think. If you have it in your hand, I think. I forget. I think it.
Well, can I pull it out with my free action and then use my bonus action to use it?
Let's say, for now, yes.
Alright, let's link to a memory, you guys. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Even if it means using my only fucking item.
Holy shit! Are you gonna use the stone?
Item.
Oh no.
Well, I have nothing else to do to get out of here.
You
Or else
can
I'm
pick
dying.
the lock in your next turn.
I think I'm gonna be dead by my next turn. You see?
Don't worry. Oh, don't worry. Reva is there. She got you. You're fine.
Oh yeah, you're on the other side.
No
of the fucking...
metagaming. Use the stone.
Yeah, I'm using the stone. I see that my buddy is just on the
this
other side of this
metagaming
fucking
or is this
cage.
regular gaming?
We gaming.
We gaming. I'm fucking using it.
Okay.
Okay, now let's think. Which memory do I want to choose? Now it might be premature to go to my Desi boy.
I swear. Fuck Desmond.
Fucking poof. You're in Elmheim. Shadow Realm.
I actually want to do that. I think this is where Rosetta drops out of the party.
Like actually?
Yeah. Okay, so no, I'm just gonna pull it out. For now, I'm just gonna pull it out and it's in my hand. So you guys just see Rosetta pull out a fucking ruby, so fucking dense in her hand, and she is on her defensive as she's like backed up to the cage.
So, can I ask, what is your AC
Alright,
now?
Oh shit.
Yes,
Not good.
what's your AC?
I only added 1, and I'm fucking rogue, so I'm only 15 AC.
This is important
shit.
for later.
Wait, let me just debate if I'm using my bonus action. Okay, I'm just doing some mental calculations while I'm panicking, because I'm like, can I survive 1 round and use this? Like, get on the verge of death and use it. Or should I use it now? Debating.
Reva's got stuff, but you do you. I will say, Reva's got stuff, but you do you.
Yeah, but this thing gets to go before Reva.
Oh no,
Yeah.
but she has reactions. She has reactions.
Yeah, no, I'm using my bonus action. I'm smashing it. And I'm thinking back to
overhead.
Desi Boy and where he took me with my fainting spell.
You're using it?
I'm using it.
Okay, bye Rosetta.
Where do you go?
Bye. To Desi Boy. I think back to the memory of when I had that fainting spell and he showed me Elmheim and like peering out over like his like fucking camp.
Rosetta's gone. Reva, what do you do?
Peace out, bitches. Oh no. Bye bye, sayonara.
So.
Oh, I
Rosetta
took
is
the
just
glasses
gone.
and the dagger.
Okay,
Yes.
good. Cool.
So Rosetta's just gone. Yeah, she's just teleported
Yeah.
somewhere
I
out of
stole
here.
2 items. Great. I love it. Okay, have fun, you guys. Bye.
Well, if only you had some trust in Rava, because you probably could have survived a hit, because, you know, I have stuff, but okay.
What do you do?
Well, I mean, she can't do anything, because Rosetta's gone, and the armor moves
Do you say
before
anything?
her. She can't say anything!
Oh, right. Do you snap your wings in a funny motion?
She'll be ready to fight, regardless of whether Rosetta's gone or not.
All right. Just making sure I read this correctly before we actually start fighting. All right. So it looks at you, and it sort of realizes its preferred target has left. It moves towards the gate. And it sort of like touches it for a moment. He pulls on it to see if it's open. And then he's like, you know, realizing this might not work, so he's gonna lightning bolt you, or shocking bolt. Does an 18 hit?
An 18 would hit, but I'm going to use Cover of Darkness to add my proficiency bonus to my AC. Or sorry, nope, that's the wrong feature.
Okay.
Cover of Darkness. There we go.
I'm gonna use a destiny point. So this guy, he sees a future in which he's surrounded by the shroud of darkness. He realizes that he was not put here to miss with his shocking bolts.
Okay.
He takes a moment to readjust his gauntlet. It sort of ruminates the power of the shock, and it propels forward. Does a 23 beat you?
Yes, a 23 does.
Okay,
Or
so
wait,
you take...
18. Wait, 18, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, 18. It meets, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
No,
So it hits?
It's one less. But yeah, it hits.
Okay, so you take 13 lightning damage. Are you grounded from that if you're flying?
No, I mean, unless something in this whatever he's doing, if it's a spell, is specific about it, then
There's really
yeah,
not
but...
much in the way of information about this spell, but I thought if you take like a certain amount of damage, you have to take a constitution check or something to ground. Isn't that a thing for flying people?
I don't think so.
Okay. So
I think that's it. So if she is knocked prone, then she would just fall to the ground. But yeah.
okay. Sure. Yeah, so it's your turn.
Okay. So just recalling something about it. So this armor was definitely magical before she was in here. It was when she used detect magic. Yeah.
I mean, it was magic armor. You're not sure if the thing controlling it is a magical creature or not.
It's not that. It's Okay, then.
I'm assuming Wolfsbane just left. After
Yeah,
he probably would have just
probably.
fucking left when Rosetta was like
Wait,
stuck in the cave.
Where's Theta? Where's Theta? That's where is Theta?
Good question. He told me he was in the city. He was just hanging out for plot convenience.
Okay, so I thought he would have made his way here, but yeah, okay. She will. Let's see. She will cast a thing called Shield of Faith as a bonus act. Or wait. Actually, wait. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I mean, she'll cast Shield of Faith as a bonus action. So her AC as of now is 20. And then she'll cast Guiding Bolt at 2nd level.
Okay. That's a deck save, right?
No, it's an attack roll.
Oh,
yeah. Fuck!
you miss.
Oh, that's a waste of a spell slot.
All right.
Yeah, that's her turn. Actually, she can move. She'll move into a position where she at least has some kind of cover, like on the side of the wall or something, so it can't just directly lightning bolt her.
I mean, this is an open room.
Well, no, I mean it's an open room, but like so the
You'd have
so
to move
this,
out like here, maybe. I guess.
Well, so my question is, so the vault room is just a cage, or so it doesn't have like physical walls?
The vault room doesn't have any walls in it, no. It's like an open room. There's some
Oh,
couches
okay.
and stuff in the corner over here, I guess. But there's not really... There's the easel. Like, you can't really cover behind that, though.
Right. Okay, so I'm sorry, my mistake. Because I thought the vault was like a cage door, or at least, or even just the front was a cage and door, and then there was...
There's the vault in the vault room.
Stone walls.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, she...
Yeah, where do you go?
Yeah, how much movement does it take for it to like get outside, or to like take cover behind the door?
You could probably get behind the door with like 30 feet. If you're...
Okay, then she...
Yeah.
Yeah, she can fly, she'll do that. Then, it's not really exactly a battle map, but yeah.
Yeah, it was more of a theater of the mind. I didn't actually expect you guys to be stupid enough to go in here.
Well,
yeah.
You underestimate us as players.
Well, what kind
we
of...
do cool shit from time to time,
So
but
you
then we
missed.
stupid.
It's going to... I'd say... What, like...
Hey,
-2?
I didn't go in there.
So there's like half cover, quarter cover,
Alright.
some stuff like that.
It sees that you are currently behind cover and don't seem to be doing very well with your attacks, so it tries to break open the vault door.
You could really just leave.
Could, yeah.
Yeah, but then
It gets a
there's
6.
other people here.
Yeah, they could just leave. All of you, fuck off.
Next turn. So Reva, your turn.
Okay. She'll like go around and she'll do She will she'll to throw a Hunger of Hadar at it.
Wow.
It's not a bad idea. Make it make saves.
It does
I mean,
cold and acid.
Cold and acid, yeah.
Huh.
And has to make a deck save.
Interesting. I don't think
It
this
is the
guy's...
suit of armor.
It's not very
Dexterous.
dexterous, no. Alright, so... Where's my calculator? Is damage that is resisted rounded down?
Damage is always rounded up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright. Cool. Is that what you do?
Yeah,
your
that's
turn?
that's what she does. I don't know if it made a deck save because if it fails,
Oh,
then
it
it
did.
takes the
Alright, sorry, I have it privated for some reason.
Yeah. I wasn't
It
sure
got
if you were like
it got a 10,
make
it failed.
okay. So it
Does the acid damage start next turn?
yes. So yeah.
If
And if you
it
do-
ends
end
the turn. Yeah.
Must succeed on dexterity save. So next turn it'll take that 2d6.
And then it
And,
does
she'll
30
also
feet.
be
So
here.
it'll probably be like 5 feet away from the thing. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
I mean, she centers it. She centers the area like on, or like by the door on him. But yeah, and she'll also just be flying.
Sure. Yeah, so his turn, he just tries to break open the gate. he does it. Wow. Holy shit. And then he moves 30 feet to like right outside of the thing. So the door is currently busted out of all hell. And that's his turn. So Rave, it's your
Okay.
turn.
And so did it take the acid?
It ended its turn right outside of the circle. Because I said it ended up like right before the turn. I was like, yeah, it goes to the edge of the door. Because it took you 30 feet to
okay.
get back. He has 30 feet. If you cast it on him.
No, he slowed while it.
Oh, slowed while in it. That's
Yeah,
true.
he slowed.
Yeah, so he does take the acid. So 9, or do you roll again?
No, it'd be the 9, and he would have to roll again at the beginning of his turn, I think.
Okay. So it's your turn.
Uh,
Or wait, save it at the beginning of the turn?
Wait, let's see. For fabric space, difficult terrain, any creature that starts its turn in the area takes 2d6 cold damage. Any creature that ends its turn. So starts its turn, takes 2d6 cold damage. And he just so he took the 2d6 cold damage already. Any creature that ends its turn succeeds a muscular on dexterity save, 2d6.
And, yeah, so the dex save isn't for half, it's just for all.
Mm-hmm.
Oop.
Yeah, so
He fails, yeah. Cool.
So does the Hunger of Hadar go throughout this entire area?
You don't know yet, you haven't seen.
Well, I'm not saying if she can see him, but does like it spread throughout the entire room?
It stops like 5 feet shy of the door.
Okay. So. Oh, and also, by the way, so Hunger of Hadar would have canceled out her Shield of Faith.
Yeah.
Because it's concentration. She will. She'll use her bonus action to regain a spell slot from her Channel of Divinity. Harness Divine Power.
Mm-hmm.
So bonus action regained up to, what is the spell slot level? Fuck. It's half of her cleric level. Is that right? Spell me. Oh, no, higher than half your proficiency bonus rounded up. So, which is 2. Okay, it's fine.
So you get a level 2 slot back.
Yep. So yeah, level 2 slot back. That's cool. And she will fly upwards. And then.
So just for reference, the hallways and like ceilings of this particular like set of rooms is like 15 feet. So if you fly and like cram yourself in the very top, he might be at disadvantage to hit you, but he probably could still hit you.
Right.
With the sword at least, but it doesn't seem to have a range on his like shock attack. Or not a
right.
short one.
I mean, swords. Swords are swords. They have a limited range, and unless he has like reach.
Right.
But yeah, the shock attack. She'll be okay for now. She'll just like, kind of fly up at like 10 feet, and then she'll also use her action to use healing hands on herself.
Okay.
So
you fly up to like the top of the 15-foot tall room. And use healing hands. Cool.
Yep. Which I'll just do 5 hit points. So it's.
All right. So he's able to make it to the edge of the door, I think. I'll give you half cover, but he's gonna use his shocking bolt.
Mm-hmm.
So half cover is disadvantage, right? I forget. Fucking. I need to like read the cover rules. I'll just give him disadvantage. 8. So he misses.
Good. Yes.
That's his turn. He started,
okay.
so he needs to take 2d6 cold damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you want to roll that?
Yep. Nope, that's 26. Hold on. There we go. 8. I assume that's because you were mentioning so it's half.
Mm-hmm.
And cover, if it's half cover, +2 bonus to AC and dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
And then that's a count of that. She will. She'll cast Sacred Flame on it. So it has to make a DC 16 dex save. Yeah, that was a terrible roll, but whatever, it's fine.
Okay. It fails.
So take 6 Viridians.
Alright.
And so that was her action. Let's see. No, that's all she'll do.
Okay. So he takes his turn to get in there. I'm trying to determine whether he wants to try to hit you. It says reach 5 feet. He's like 10 feet tall. Or 5 feet tall. I guess average would be like 6, 7 feet tall. He could probably hit you, right?
It's a medium creature.
Yeah.
It's that, because I mean, Wolfspade is around that height, and he's not like a large creature.
Exactly. So he could probably hit you. I mean, at least your like legs or whatever, but it doesn't really. I'll give you +2 to whatever. I'll give you like half cover.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because it's not like, I don't know, you could be like taking your best case to like, you're flying, you're maintaining height, so you have to have room clearance, at least a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So your AC +2 for these.
Okay.
So crit for 1, and then 8, so 10.
So her AC would be 20, so yeah.
The crit hits for...
So wait, does
It does
the great sword-
2d6 plus 2d6 plus 3, and then 1d6 lightning. So the dice
Okay.
would be doubled. So 3d6
So it's
and
18 and 28.
So that's 6, 9 slashing, and
Wait, what is
4
3d6
lightning.
for?
So he crit.
Yeah, it already rolled the crit damage.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Whoops.
So 8 plus 10, so 18, and then it rolled the dice, which was a 5 on both, so it's 10, so it's 28 damage total.
Okay. So do you do anything on your turn? That's his turn.
Yeah, she will...
He doesn't look bloodied.
Pretty obvious. Yeah, she'll like fly out. She'll like drop concentration. Actually, no. She'll go to the Hunger of Hadar area, and yes, I know she's gonna take cold damage. So she'll fly into the Hunger of Hadar area, a point where, yeah, no, she'll just fly into it, I guess.
Okay.
So let me roll the damage. Cool.
Ow. Why are you flying for?
Because flight. And let's see.
He'd probably also get an attack of opportunity. Because, I mean, he has a reaction. So...
Yeah, yeah. Go.
He misses.
No. No hits. But anyways. She'll then use second wind as a bonus action, so I'm gonna roll second wind. Oh, I'll take care of that. Where's 5 second winds? Where do I have it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Nice. Regain 9 hit points. So that's my bonus action. Bonus action, and then. Oh wait, fuck! I did this wrong. Would she have been able to use Sacred Flame before she went into the Hunger of Adar?
Sure. Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay.
Dex save. Fails.
So 13 radians.
Ouchie. Okay.
Yeah, she's in the Hunger of Adar area. She ends her turn in it, so I think I'll have to make a dex save. Right? Or it's a constitution. Wait,
It's
dex
dex.
save? Dex, okay, yeah. Fails against her own save, so
Oh, no.
6. It's fine.
Why aren't you canceling it?
It's fine.
You're gonna kill yourself, Reva.
It's fine. I mean, unless it has some sort of special vision, it can't see her.
Okay. That's your turn.
Yeah.
It sees you fly away,
Yeah. Okay.
and it decides. It could. It does have. You can sense it like turn towards you and like look at you. It decides to run away.
Okay.
You lose sight of it,
Yeah, of course.
and combat ends for now.
Okay. And by then, if could she then drop Hunger of Adar?
Yes.
Okay. So so during this in between time, she's not just constantly taking Hunger of Adar damage.
Yeah. So just thinking for a second, what happens here? So this is difficult because Wolfsbane doesn't. You know, I'm not. I mean, he would probably go find Theta, right? That seems like something he would do.
Logical, perhaps.
And Rosetta's somewhere else.
She's gone.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
fucking gone.
What's your next character, Vinny? For now.
We'll you'll have to stay tuned to find out on
Right.
the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that's the session. That went differently than I
Great.
expected.
That was a good session. I did not think I'd be using that orb this fucking early. I am already disappointed, Desi boy, because I cannot act as a spy anymore.
Is
I
it?
mean, I could come back
Is
as a
it
spy.
an
I don't know.
emergency? That is the question.
Yeah, I would have fucking died. You see how he was hidden? I like saw his first hit, and that wasn't even like a strong hit, and I was like, oh yeah, I would have died.
You didn't even hit. I mean, he would have. You probably would have died. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I would have died.
Went down at the least. But we're gonna. I think that's a good spot to end the session. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
Rainbow
talk to
worked
you
on
on what the
none of
plans are for
Roboverse.
Rosetta.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think she may have. It's up to interpretation, but I think she may have at least worked towards the second one. But anyways,
Yeah, that
Goal!
kind of went off the rails a little bit.
I've definitely completed my goal too.
Yeah.
Can that be a hard difficulty?
Oh God. So you, Reva, you didn't work towards your first one. I think
was that?
you
Okay, go to sleep.
it really depends
I mean,
on.
she was there. I mean,
You tried your best. I'll say working towards.
okay. I mean, it's a very long-term
Yeah.
goal, so yeah,
So
working toward.
450 for that, and you didn't work towards Mirka's training this time.
Nope.
Theta worked towards all of theirs.
Training.
Theta worked towards all of theirs. He asked all the good questions.
Thank you.
It's currently almost 1 a.m. for me.
Yeah, we're ending real soon. So that's.
I'm sorry. I'm talking
How dare you?
too many people.
How dare you? So Theta, you're level 9 now, right?
I've been level 9.
Well, you get
Oh,
450.
So shit. Oh shit! It's 450 now.
Yeah.
Let me add 50 to that number. 3 times.
And Rosetta, you didn't work
Yeah.
towards your first one. You did.
No.
You finished.
I think I failed it completely.
You definitely changed some stuff about the second one.
With you, I learned a lot of information, and I found a new way, or a new freaking path for Rosetta by yeeting myself, and now I'm just throwing myself into a new
Well, the way
path,
that the
a new
the way
direction.
that the quest is worded is that the information leads to the new quest.
Yeah, the information was I learned that I was going to die, and I was like, "Fuck this shit."
All right. I think. I mean, I'll give you easy. I guess it's not because you didn't. The way that it's worded, you didn't complete it, but you did find a new direction. So I'll.
Yeah.
It's partial, really, is what it is.
Okay. You'll accept partial. I'll accept partial. I mean, it doesn't matter because, like, depending if what she says gone, you'll be like, "Yo, just love her up to this," and I'd be like, "Yeah, these are my plans for her."
What?
Good luck.
I need to figure out. By the way, for 2 people, that was only like a medium can counter, but one.
Yeah, but Rosetta disappeared.
Yeah, one person that's probably deadly at least. Level 9 easy XP would be.
Oh, there was something I could do. I could have done.
1650 for that. So 1650 for that one, and then you didn't work on your third. And then Wolfsbane. I mean, I have a hard time giving him XP because he just fucking left. I guess he finished the third because he just turned it in pretty much. I don't know. It's kind of.
It's
kind
the
of
problem with
difficult.
like, having people of different time zones and staying and sleep.
Yeah. All right.
So I was working towards for level 9 again.
450. So it's 50 times your level for working towards XP. Wolfsbane might level soon because the Black Knight bounty was never really turned in. So deadly was that XP, so 1600 times 3.
I assume we'll probably talk about Rosetta later, and I could probably pop off.
Sure.
Unless if there's something else you need me here for.
Nope. We're all good. I think this is a good stopping point because it sort of just jumps away You know, we don't really get
Yeah,
much
in
of
terms
a
of time.
yeah, we don't really get much of a interim between now and the next couple of sessions.
But I do
Meaning,
need to
like,
change the goal now,
Yeah,
though.
I'll see you guys in a month. Oh my goodness.
Right. But I need, fuck, I need to change a goal now.
I was hoping we could have a session next week, but I guess we're not allowed.
Apparently we're not allowed. Yeah, no, and then freaking holidays, of course. But yeah, we'll see you guys another day, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, thanks for DMing this session. It was actually kind of fun.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, boy.
See it.
So yeah, like, I wouldn't say I don't mind like it's just like if there was a one shot, then I probably wouldn't be there. But I don't know, because I think there's a thing with this group and not wanting to play without someone. But you know,
I don't know. It's a good
who
question.
knows?